Yay! Welcome, travelers. We're not distracted. If you're new here, my name is Brenna. I am your potion of long rest chugging at long last DM, and welcome to Tales from the Catacombs. This is our tabletop RPG adventure that we are thrilled to share with you. This game uses the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition system and rules, and the setting is a homebrew based on the rock album Razia's Shadow by Forgive Durden. Before we get too lost in our adventure, which is, I have a heavy feeling as we are only meeting this one last time, probably until the new year, and that makes me really sad because I've become very accustomed to running into these four every month, every other week, essentially. So, yeah, prayers out, everybody with peaceful hearts, and this has been super fun, so I'm super excited to give this a nice little ribbon, a nice little bow. A nice little bow.
How did I mess this up? I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I have our names on
Are we
the OBS overlay, and I'm realizing I have them named, but they don't match the name that's typed out and it's under. So like Ste'yn is under his nose name, for example, and how I have it listed. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't impact anything. Nobody can actually see this, but it's just funny to me that it got so backwards on my OBS side of things. Sorry.
Because it wouldn't be one of our games without some sort of tech something or other, that's why. Also, I feel like my head is really cut off. Is that just me?
You're a little bit... Wait, maybe it's a zoom. Yeah,
you're the tech guy. You're our AV dude.
Okay,
should I move my camera?
Let me see. Okay. I think you should be better now. I think it was just the amount that was zoomed in there on my end.
Wild. Huh. Well, okay, cool. Now that that's fixed, we've gotten lost outside of our adventure. I just wanted to, we're gonna talk later, but I just wanted to say that it's, this has been super fun and I'm super excited to give this a nice little wrap up. So thanks everybody who's, or thanks everyone here who's been playing this game with me and being my little guinea pigs and little playtest dummies. Thank you guys, I appreciate you. So now before we get too lost in our adventure, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, which is totally free to do. You can also join us over in Discord, where we have continued chits and chats about how apparently macaroni. Did you know that mac and cheese is apparently salad per Catherine? If she doesn't have a PowerPoint to explain this, I don't believe it.
Oh, I do. I have like 3 or 4 of them.
She also doesn't she eat frozen corn? I don't think we want to take this into
or like frozen nuggets or something.
Something's frozen and she eats it. So
yeah, I'm not saying I will be convinced. I'm saying I could be convinced, but only if there were a PowerPoint. Then there is the option.
To have a good time, and suddenly I'm feeling really attacked.
Create a PowerPoint and we'll discuss it. You can also follow us over on Twitch, where more behind-the-scenes chit-chat will happen, along with some other games that are in the works, like officially full-blown in the works. I'm super excited about that. So more games all the time in the Catacombs. We will not leave you hanging just because Razia will not be here for a little bit. Short break, and then we'll get back to this one too. But there are other places you can find us and say hello, and I hope that you will. And also, please, while you're here, to help us with the algorithms, which have in fact helped and brought people to the channel, has been super cool, leave a little comment below answering the following question, especially those of you who have been following us from the start. Where should the vivere go after Grazie Minon? If you were in my shoes, where would you guide them? Where would you ship them off to? I've got a number of places I feel like they've got some thoughts about, and I'm curious where you might send them yourself. But without further ado, please enjoy this session, this last one, of Razia's Shadow, 1,000-Year Interlude. Let's recap. Session 56, Vanity of Vanities. Fearlessly, the vivere went through the dark passage into the vile lair, strewn with pools of stolen, tainted blood. Confidently, they strode ahead and faced Rosita, who was now amplified by the dark goddess Mosin's power. Both Rosita and her lair attacked with the force of the steadily strengthening goddess, her power striving to reach its peak by stealing from those attending the Harvest Lamps Festival. But the Vivere acted in time. They thwarted Mosin's vicious efforts, and they struck Rosita's body down. Their victory celebration had to wait, however, as the cave began to collapse into dark, and they fled from its depths.
On a dinosaur.
On a snow squaddle. I did. Josh reminded us of that earlier, and I was like, oh, there's no way I could forget that. And here we are, snow squaddle. So the four of you fleeing back down this dark passage, you can see at the end where this section has broken away, and you can see where stairs are leading up. It is rather narrow, probably only comfortably fitting maybe two humanoids side by side. I don't know how quickly or how big is your snow squaddle, Snow?
It is a large creature, so about the size of two individuals.
Oh, fantastic. He does this beautiful swoop, kind of maybe turning his body a little bit to make sure he can properly fit through. You go running up these...
Sorry, I misspoke. It is not large, it is huge. So it is 15 feet square.
Okay. Yeah, that passage is a little bit narrow. This passage that also is kind of filling with more of this dark mist. Are you going to remain in your snow squaddle form? I think you're carrying someone.
I'm carrying everyone.
You're carrying everyone.
Dear. Snow?
I mean, if I don't fit at all, then no.
Okay.
Maybe he just tucks his wings in a little bit and like scampers.
At that
Honestly,
point,
can
is
he,
it still
like,
helpful for us to be on him if he's scampering himself?
Do you want to try to squeeze?
I imagine his walking movement isn't nearly as good as his flying.
Oh, no, it walks very
Yeah, Beau's gonna hop off and run.
Fair.
popcorn.
Snow, you transforming back, ending the spell.
Yeah.
All right. But only in the last minute, so it is absolutely cool as Snow kind of he lets the spell go at his running speed. The others drop off and you guys run up. You recall the last time that you had taken the curved stairs that led down here? These broken, sad-looking stairs don't look like they can necessarily hold much. They manage to hold on your way up, creaking all the while. And it becomes different when you see, though there's still some of these stones that look like they had been piled up. You come up to what appears to be a kind of a ceiling for you. And just kind of poking open a little bit appears to be some kind of trap door.
Okay, well, Beau probably got
Open
there
it.
first, so he opens it.
Okay, yeah. You open the door, push it up over your head, and it is very dim, the light that comes in here. You find yourselves crawling up and into what looks like a really rattled cellar. It's large. It goes in fairly deep. You can see shelving that looks broken, fallen off the walls, other bits of shelf and storage that have fallen over, cracked, collapsed. You can see another stairway leading up out along the wall. But you also spot in this quiet, you can see there is somebody down there with you. As all four of you come up from out of the door, and you You don't hear the door close behind you so much as you hear a bit of a slap, like a wet kind of sound as it comes back down. And when you look back, there's not so much a door there as there is this really sludgy looking, really toxic looking goo left over as if it were infected. But no dark seems to follow you up. You appear to be away from that danger. There just does not appear to be a way back where you came. Probably for the best. But the person that you can see down there with you, you see this kind of bright. You see this like reddish, orangish hair. It's pulled back in a low, short ponytail. It is a gentleman you haven't seen in a little bit. He has this apron over his shirt and trousers, and you see him sitting. He's quiet. One knee pulled up, the other leg laid out. He's holding an empty bottle. It seems to be one of the very few that survived whatever rocked this place. And potentially from the sound of that slapping sound of the door disintegrating, he looks in your direction, and you can see the proprietor of the Wild Pike, Darian, sitting there looking at you, kind of there's not much expression on his face. He looks very deadpan as he stares at you. Not threatening you. It doesn't look hostile. He just looks like he is had enough. He's just sitting there. There is also, as I said, there is the exit in case you don't care. Sometimes they don't care. But you do see Darian sitting there.
I didn't know he had orange hair. I thought it was brown hair from the image that we had of him.
The reddish
I could have
brown.
sworn it was reddish. It was red orangey.
I'm not great with color, so it
I was
could
thinking
have
about
been
when you said
red
orange hair. I was thinking Lord Granel.
No.
You haven't seen him a little bit.
You also haven't seen him in a little bit, have you? Some 55 sessions ago. What are you doing?
Snow goes up to him. Hello.
He nods in your direction. The smallest peak of a what's the word I want?
Disingenuous.
Disingenuous smile or smirk. Hello.
What are you doing here?
I guess I'm just being alive.
Ah, nice. That's what we're
More
all
than
doing.
Rosita can say.
He looks in your direction, Beau. So that's the case, is it? She's gone.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but yes.
I'm not. And why
I
are
don't
you
expect
just
you to be.
waiting down here?
That's a good question. Catching my breath, I guess. Not really ready to see what tomorrow brings.
Can't be any worse than today.
Well, today I had my wife, and tomorrow I don't.
And you're telling us you didn't know anything about your wife?
Oh, I know plenty about her.
What
I
she
also
was
knew-
doing?
Not precisely what she was doing. I didn't know what caused the change in her, but I knew something did.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Make one as well.
Yes. Anyone who wants to make it now.
Let's go. We'll throw some guidance in it.
That's a 13. Oh, wait. Yeah, 13 or 17.
Scratch your die.
8.
17.
Okay.
30-20.
30-20. Beau, Snow, Ste'yn, you catch a little bit of a crease of his brow, almost an anger in him, that he doesn't seem like he is entirely forthcoming, and whatever reason it may be, the conversation is certainly upsetting beyond just heartbreak.
When did
You
the
didn't
change?
agree with her.
What did you say? Sorry.
You didn't agree with her on everything, did you? She was doing.
You're bound to have some quarrels with the person you love. You're still two different people, just come together as one. Till she changes altogether.
When did the change happen?
Before we even arrived in Gratimino. Years back. We've been here a little while we were running from somewhere else. Now we're gonna have to keep moving, I guess.
Well,
War never stops. Well, it's
Viola
still
will
me and our
elbow
children.
Beau after that comment.
Wait, what'd she do?
She elbows him to like try and get him to cut it out.
It's all right. I can't say I agree with her getting help from wherever she did. I can say before she became the thing you killed, she had good reason. She wanted to do well. By her children, by me. She just went about it entirely the wrong way. And now, he kind of gestures to the cellar. He says, well, the business is gone. I'm sure it could be rebuilt, but something tells me we'll be saying our goodbyes today.
She seemed like a lovely woman.
Once.
I'm sorry.
So what was her goal then? You said she went about it the wrong way.
Well, if I had to put it to words, I suppose her goal was to find some safety, to have some peace, to have our family never have to run from war again. That the dark actually stop existing. But I suppose she made friends with the enemy, huh? Became the very thing she was trying to stop. Well, nobody's perfect, right?
Snow offers him a drink from the bottle of bourbon that came from him originally.
He, nice. He reaches out for it, stops and looks at it for a moment, nods. He'll take it and kind of kicks a swig back. You see him kind of take a moment to let it burn. He hands it back to you. It's a good one.
Haven't had the chance to try it yet.
Eh, no time like the present. You never know, and it's your last day.
Yeah, going back though, before your whole she switched around thing, was there a moment you guys weren't together for an extended period of time?
No. As soon as we left. Why?
Well, I'm not trying to say she was entirely smart, but to say that you wanted to get rid of something and immediately joining with it seems incredibly stupid. So either she's incredibly stupid or something happened.
Well, you make it sound as if it were some immediate change. Her passion has always been there. It's one of the things that I loved most about her. if something managed to trick her, promise her everything that she ever wanted, which seems to be what was going through her head, it could be slow over time, the change. It could be something just gnawing away at her until you don't recognize yourself anymore. Don't recognize your own wife anymore. Even your kids are scared of you. Never stopped her, though.
What happened to
So
your
no.
kids? What
Oh,
happened
they're
to your
here. They're here in the city, but they won't be for long. We're going.
Where will you go?
He has a wry smile. That I don't know yet.
Well, I also don't think you can leave immediately. You were married to the person that was doing this to the city. You can't just leave without answering more questions.
I would be shocked if someone actually believed that she could have caused, well, whatever did all of this. She's beloved. Did anyone see her turn into whatever this happened and whatever that was? I have doubt. Maybe. We'll see who stops me on the way out.
Well, we can just stop you now. No offense, but I don't think you're as strong as that beast you married.
Do you have a reason?
Yes, you have to answer more questions. I just told you.
Well,
What
then ask the
questions?
questions, Beau. Calm down.
No, I asked my questions. There's still more from the city. Whether or not he likes what she did or not, he was still there throughout the entire thing.
I'll tell them what I know, which is not much.
Would you mind if we brought you to Nora? She can ask you whatever questions she wants, and then just so that everyone is aware of what happened, and then you and your children can be on your way to safer places.
I suppose that means she's not in some cell somewhere. Last I heard, she was not very welcome in the city. I wonder what's changed.
Oh, that you hear about.
I was still here while everything was happening.
Yes, I know you
Whatever
were,
was
which is
happening.
why I'm shocked you didn't know more.
Maybe that was part of her protecting me. Keeping me out of the know. But sure. You want to find the captain? If you know where she is? Sure. You want me to
You know how to
wait
find
in
her.
detainment? Whatever you need.
Well, Ste'yn has some cuffs.
We don't need
Hardly
any help.
necessary.
I don't think
Like
we need
most of
those.
What? Wait, what happened? I don't understand what... There's a lot
Those
of...
got lost a while ago.
Oh, okay.
We had them around
Dang.
Snake Lady, and Snake Lady sank into the water. We didn't get them.
Oh, that's
Mm.
right. Okay.
Snake Lady.
Good times.
Halloween. Sure.
That won't be necessary though anyway. Ste'yn, are you able to contact Nora?
Okay, you want me to do that instead of us go and look for her?
I mean, do we
We
have a
could
place
probably
to
go look
I don't
for her
actually remember.
first. I mean, it could be that they already came here because there was a lot going on
I can just
here,
reach out to her. It's
so-
not a problem. And Ste'yn will cast Sending to Nora.
Okay.
First, she would like to look, before she casts it, she's going to look at the area and just say, just to confirm, we're in the basement of the Wild Pike, yes?
We are in the cellar. One of the
Cellar.
cellars. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, because we did not enter into wherever we were from this place. The travel is confusing. It's been a lot.
I'm sorry
Very
you were that
exciting.
close to it.
Can't control it. But anyway, thank you. And she will then Cass sending now that she has their locational work confirmed. Be
Okay.
like, it's done. We're in one of the. It's done. We're in one of the cellars of the Wild Pike. Everyone's alive. Rosita is dead. We've got Darian with us. Can you come?
Okay. All right. You get a response. I didn't need that. Hold on. You feel the sending go through. Feel it received. And you hear back gratefully. So much going through everyone's minds. She says, I can't yet. She says, I can't yet. Help is close. Have him stay with Peace Watch. Only the good are left.
You're at 16.
Thank you.
Yeah, so many left.
So much to say. She just says, thank the gods.
Ste'yn will
And she
relay that.
sounds tired, is something you note very clearly. She sounds very tired.
Still like normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like more. Like if you can believe it, more tired.
Somehow she sounds even more tired than usual. Which imagines how we're all going to be in a few days. But for now,
But not
Darian.
yet.
No, not yet. We're still a little bit hyper. For now, let's go find the Peace Watch. If Nora says only the good ones are left, I believe her.
If only the good
Yeah.
ones are left, then what help is she waiting for? What's the threat?
She might have meant help was coming
Injured?
to us.
Also, she didn't really know who the bad ones were, so how would she know what the good ones left? I'm just saying, I'm not blaming you. I'm just.
I'm wondering if it might be clear outside now. Maybe all the ones that followed that were wearing those little pendants have died or something. Maybe they're dealing with a mass casualty event up above right now, and she can't really be spared to come and talk to people who are alive when she's dealing with the half dead.
Okay.
So it's just like, sweet.
I'm gonna pretend I follow that. And so we're going?
Probably a lot of death up above right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say
what
we
a
head on
time
up.
for a festival. All right. You going up?
God,
Yeah,
will you
with
bring Darian with us?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. He seems perfectly willing to follow. He asks Snow if he can have another sip from the bottle.
Yep.
And he
Hands
takes
over.
a nice hard swig, returns the bottle to you. You go up a set of sturdier looking stairs, are kind of built better into the wall. And it leads up to another type of trapdoor, or a hatch. And when you come up, you're looking into mostly night sky. you can immediately see that the wild pike has been decimated by something. The pieces of wood that remain among the debris also have that kind of worn away look to it. That I keep wanting to say like it's necrotic look. There's another word I want and I can't find it, but it all looks very worn away. You can see the walls are half standing, but when you turn behind you towards where the novice hut is, you do see that that area, what you can see into it, still looks fairly intact. It looks like just the pike and the connecting wall were broken down. You can actually see into this little gardened area that had that is over there. And at the moment, it looks really overgrown. So instead of being this nice little cured or manicured garden, you see this like large mess of just vines covering that entire area. Before you can look further there, you hear a friendly voice calling out to you, and someone in the Peace Watch garb striding towards you very quickly. And you see it is Canyon of the Peace Watch. He sees the four of you and he says,
Oh, Canyon.
I was waiting for it.
That's the one. He approaches you, kind of running his fingers through the curls in his hair, just seemingly so overwhelmed and grateful that you four look well enough and you are alive.
Well enough. Beau's all bloody.
Well enough. Because you could be dead.
Moving.
Snow is at max HP.
So I was like, if only you'd seen me in my snow skewaddle form. He approaches the four of you. Alive. So glad. What the hell happened?
We stayed
Did
alive.
Vav find you?
Vav, no, I haven't seen her.
Well, get out there then and find her. Where did we send her? I don't remember.
She's with some druids. She's fine.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Where did they go?
Wait, weren't they in here?
But then we sent them somewhere else.
As you guys are considering this, there's a faint voice, and you hear this female voice. She says, Canyon?
Oh, there they are.
You can see on the other side the vines, those thorny vines, unraveling and disappearing, fading away back into this beautiful garden. And you can see the three druids standing there, standing protectively around Vav in her beautiful gown, her purple hair pinned back, and her eyes are glued on her love. He sees her, completely ignores the four of you, five of you, because now you've got Darian with you, and he bolts to her, runs over to her, grabs her in his arms, and spins her in a circle. You hear this small laughter from her as she throws her arms around him, and they have this moment of embrace with the other three druids kind of looking on. You can see Ste'yn kind of like dabbing at her eyes. It's suddenly so cute, and her fellow druids looking on, just smiling.
Can Ste'yn
Yeah.
make another check to see if she realizes the ring belongs to these two? Can we wrap up this thread?
Yes, Ste'yn, you can make another. I think it was a history check. I think
Something like that.
Snow uses prestidigitation to make little pink petals flutter down around the happy couple.
that's so cute.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. Snow makes the little petals. You guys are watching on as Canyon puts her down, and he's holding her arms, his hands being much larger than her smaller, daintier hands, and he looks at her and he says, "Father, you scared me to death. I cannot. I would have gone on a rampage if anything had happened to you." And she's incredibly apologetic, and he quiets her with a kiss. And when he pulls back, he says, "I had a better plan for this, but I do not want another moment where you are not entirely mine." And he gets down on one knee, no ring in his hand, and he asks Vav Campri, "Will you marry me?" And she bursts into tears. And that's when you recognize Ste'yn. Oh!
Yeah, I have a ring.
I know you
Reaches
can
into her
use.
pocket, pulls it out, looks at it, looks at the couple. So that's what K and V stood for. She'll give them a little bit of a moment. She's not going to go interrupt the immediate, and then she'll walk over and just sort of tap Canyon on the shoulder and say, "I believe this is yours."
He has that dumbstruck look on his face again. He looks back from the ring to your face to the ring.
Don't look at me. Give it to her.
Of course. He takes the ring and he shows it to Vav, whose eyes light up at the sight of it, and he slides it onto her finger. And there's this beautiful diamond now sitting on her dainty little hand, and they embrace again. And he says, I only needed one small good thing to happen today, and this is beyond my wildest dreams." She's all flush in the face, and he thanks you for finding and returning the ring.
Of course. May I tell us like I do?
Darian watching along. Anyone can kind of tell. Despite his otherwise very charismatic self, there is this tiny twinge of hurt on his face as he's watching this beautiful new couple. And he clears his throat. "Sorry to interrupt. I think I'm supposed to be taken in for questioning."
Let's go find some good peace watch for you then.
Canyon.
Canyon, right here.
Oh yeah.
Well, Canyon seems to
I
have been
don't
busy.
want to interrupt him. He's busy.
No, he got his good moment. Now we've all got work to do still.
This is what it was
Vav
for.
nods. She promises she won't go anywhere dangerous, and he says, "Nope, you are not going out of my sight." And he goes over to Darian. He puts the pieces together, and he's going to take Darian for some questions, along with Vav. Vav's going to go with them.
Canyon
Honest
is at least
cookies.
somebody that does know Rosita was involved in this.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we're going to figure out what's going on and see if Darian gets to leave. Well, he will. I'm sure you two guys will find out. But even now, as you can see out from the pike, it is dark out. Some time definitely seems to have passed. The city square is cleared. You can see a few kind of trailing Peace Watch otherwise, but it's very quiet and clear of commotion here. It's a little eerie how quiet it is, but yeah. And none of the four of you feel like any need to sleep. You all have that jittery energy about you.
Are the stars visible?
They They are. It seems a little bit hazy. A little hazy. But you can make out the stars, yes.
Snow just looks up at the stars, takes a deep breath, smiles, and then pulls out his viol and starts playing. Just in the square.
Ste'yn, did Nora say where she is, or just she's busy?
She didn't. She said help was close, and maybe that just meant canyon. I suppose we should look around and see who else we can find.
Those
Wasn't
novice
there...
emissaries were
close.
out there earlier before we went down, so maybe they're around somewhere. I don't remember who.
Maybe
Was
so.
it Rochelle and
Rochelle and Bria.
Bria? That's who else was out here.
Yes. Maybe we should try and find them or somebody.
Look around.
It's very quiet.
Not anymore.
Now there's music.
The music is lovely.
The druids. The druids.
Yeah, I was
wish you
wondering
luck.
if they were just standing there or what they would do.
Yeah, they seem to have been holed up here, fearful of traveling too far into the city, because originally, like they said, there were bad things happening out in the street. So it seems they decided to stay close. But they certainly won't impede you. They do seem curious about what happened. They seem to maybe want to just needle and poke about where you ended up going and what happened. But it's up to you if you actually want to answer them or you want to tell them, like, that's a story for another time.
Give them an abbreviated version, perhaps. It's like, well, what happened? Thank them
Okay.
for protecting Vav. Probably not go into great detail about everything, because there'll be a lot to relive right now.
Viola would probably ask him what their plan is now, if they're planning on staying around here or if they're heading out somewhere immediately, and if so, where they're headed to.
I can't imagine you're gonna make good sales here now.
Silia is the one to speak for the three of them. She says, well, it's not quite what I was expecting to happen, I suppose. I didn't think it was this exciting in the Blended Kingdom. But I wonder if the unveiling tour is still going to happen. And if it is, well, even if there aren't people here now, there's bound to be people here then. So I don't want to go too far.
Wait,
Or what that was even
isn't that like 4 months from now though?
A month.
Oh, it's I thought it was like
About.
December equivalent, and we were right now in like August equivalent.
No, it's at the end of this month.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. So it's only a few weeks away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But, well, we should probably find somewhere safer than this to be. I don't want to keep a little druid haven up all night. So, well, wherever you four end up. And her eyes seem to keep falling on you, Beau. And before she kind of starts to look back at the others. Well, I wish you much luck. You really do seem to be quite the heroes.
We try.
It's natural to us.
Natural? Well, I suppose in the Blended Kingdoms, if you've got all of these things going on with monsters and darkness, well, I know you don't find it up in Ophidia.
You don't have heroes in Ophidia?
Oh, we have heroes. They tend to come here to help you. You know, a lot of our purgers are here to help you.
Well, maybe we're just a little bit stronger than you thought.
Maybe. If only you could tell them yourselves. They've got quite an opinion.
Oh, I'll happily tell them myself. Just put me at them.
Well, if you can get permission.
We killed a dragon once.
I would give you permission personally, but I can't go all the way up there with you now, or wherever you might end up going up there. maybe we will run into each other.
That be the will of the gods, then let it be.
Right. Your whole pantheon. Well, I'm going to make sure these two are actually all right. I think they got a little extra scared. I'm not scared of anything. But I'm going to make sure they're all right. And we're going to leave this very creepy little broken down place and hope they rebuild better. It was really nice to meet you four.
Likewise.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for keeping Vav safe and those others, Ste'yn and Paulie, helping.
Anything we can do.
Safe travels.
I'm sure we'll run into you again.
If your gods will it and all of that.
I think she will.
Well, good. Then we're on the same side. Paulie?
Yes.
Ste'yn?
Beau just puts a hand up on Ste'yn. Just stop.
She does.
I should think
You
we
see
were
her-
on the same side.
You see Silia lifting up this staff like some general, and she starts skipping, half marching forward in this very like playful, gleeful way. Paulie and Ste'yn bow in your direction and follow after. Give me a quick perception check.
Oh no.
Perception, you said?
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
Okay, 21.
That's a 30.
21, 30.
I thought you just said it's a dirty, and I was like, dirty what?
It's a 30 die.
I don't know what it is.
What's the
but I'm
natural
not
one?
playing.
Whatever it is, it nasty. Snow?
11.
Viola?
23.
I heard oh no, and I assumed it wasn't great.
Oh, I was going to click on where Viola's things was, and I clicked the X button instead.
Oh, oops.
That's what the oh no was.
You can all hear that they, a little further down, as they're exiting the pike entirely, exiting the threshold of the pike, they're definitely talking amongst each other. Beau, Ste'yn, Viola, you overhear them saying something along the lines of, maybe if we stick around, this would help you find your bound heart. Maybe that's why we're here. And, I'm not sure that's exactly why. That seems disconnected. I don't know. Fates don't lie, and nature doesn't lie, and we were definitely brought here for a reason. My mother would know. And as they say that, they are going out of hearing distance.
What the heck is a bound heart?
It's a druid thing.
Oh.
Also,
Weird.
Ophidia follows Mother Nidria, as far as like gods go, though my family wasn't exactly religious.
That's good to know.
Also, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I have it in my notes because Bren sent me
Nidria.
that like a long time ago and it's never come up. So
Mother Nidria. Good on you, though, for remembering. I'm very happy that.
Well, it's in
that-
my notes. I have a lot of things in my notes section on my character sheet.
I'm glad. I've said a lot of things, so I'm glad somebody wrote it down.
You've said it, I've probably written it down.
Yeah, I don't know if she said it or if she. I think she sent it to me, and then
That I
it's
might have
never
actually
come
just
up
sent
in
to you.
conversation.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've heard that name before.
I figured
I'm so sorry,
Ste'yn
Cameron.
wouldn't
I'm
know
sorry. I
it,
didn't
but
mean to
that
besmirch your perfect note-taking name. I'm sorry.
How
Forgive me.
dare you?
well,
Inspiration for everybody. So you guys are looking for Someone
Novice
to give you some
Michelle,
emissaries.
Leah, somebody
Anybody
to sort of tell us
helpful?
what the heck happened out here while we were who knows where.
Sure. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's make life easy. Let's say before Canyon left entirely, let's say he popped back to let you know that someone was asking for the four of you at Saker's Keep.
Oh, good.
Ugh.
When did
Find
you
out what's
start
going on there
hating
anyway.
Saker's Keep, Viola? I thought I was the only one that didn't like that place.
It's a wonderful place.
There's just like a bunch of
great radio
weirdos and a bunch of weird things happening. And after Jeremy, I'm not so sure I trust that place. I don't know.
Jeremy is the outlier. We
Okay.
can go find out.
What about Yonai? How do you feel about Yonai?
I hope that he made it there safely.
Oh, he owes me those keys back.
So he better have.
If he died, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, he better give Beau his illegally obtained set of keys.
Better. He better not be a goody two shoes and make me steal them back.
That'd be such an acolyte of him.
That'd be so honest of him, though. Like, I really should give these back after all this craziness. This is the first thing on my mind. Gotta return these keys.
I will
Priority
be
one.
right back.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So we're going to Sakers?
Sounds like it.
Meandering over to Saker? All right. You guys, as you travel through the streets, you can see kind of what, maybe you can kind of piece together what Nora meant when she said that only the good are left. You see a lot, you see more Peace Watch. They're all moving very quietly, very somber. It's dark. It's a little hard to tell exactly what they're doing, but they don't seem to pay you much mind. Some appear to be maybe coaxing some folks to safe spaces, to their homes, or to inside of buildings that are otherwise boarded up, being watched. Others appear to be moving things out of the streets. Again, it's very dark, and they seem to be kind of hovered over. But yeah, you can see there is some activity. It's just very light compared to a city that is celebrating a festival. But all of the ones that you do see, again, none of them seem to be paying you any mind. They certainly don't seem hostile towards you. They seem to be trying to put some semblance of normalcy back together.
Yeah, isn't all of our skin kind of bloodish tinted too because of the bloodbath we had to go through? And it stuck to us. So
We look fantastic.
And Viola and Beau,
Viola's
for
normal.
sure, are both very bloodied.
yeah,
Correct.
Beau's got a 17 health right now.
And
Oh,
Viola has 19, so
He had a 10 at the end of the fight. The 17's just because of the level up.
I think that's the same for Viola. I think she was at 10 at the end of the fight.
yeah. Okay.
As we're walking to Saker's, Beau, Ste'yn's gonna give you a couple hit points back with her last channel divinity, just that way you look a little less dead on your feet. Yes, I realize the irony of that.
I'm glad I didn't have to say it.
You get back 20 hit points.
Oh, nice. He is above bleeding now.
Just so you don't pass out and die on us before we can get somewhere that can help you more.
Thank you.
Sorry, Viola. I can't help you a lot right now.
It's okay, I'm
You're
tough.
beyond help.
No, it's like, I could do something, but in case something really goes wrong, I'm trying to save that last burst of energy in case we really need something.
You're fine. I'm okay. I'll
If
make it
something
there.
else goes wrong, I hope a building collapses on us.
No!
But we got things to do still. We can't be giving up on life now.
I won't become a pancake.
Ooh, pancakes sound really good. I'm actually really hungry
We've
right
been
now.
in over 6 fights in the last
goodness.
24 hours. If we get another one.
Some good pancakes.
I
with a little bit of
have
syrup
my
on top of
limits.
them.
Okay, and I was thinking like maybe blueberries or strawberries on top too. Like,
And pour a little cream on it.
Viola,
yes.
you
Oh my
get back
gosh.
9 hit points. Snow gives
Thank
you a
you.
healing word.
Well, if the
Snow, are you able
if
to
the
hear?
if the little one is fine, she could probably make us some pancakes.
Oh yeah,
Lear?
she's someone I want to check on. Lear
Yes.
and Cynthia and Nora.
Seiko's isn't right.
and
Maybe there's a lot of people there. Maybe we'll find a number of people in Seiko's if Seiko's didn't get destroyed like the Pike did.
what? What about Vivia and her sister? Weren't they still?
Well, we
find
know
that out.
about her sister someplace, but we still don't know about Vivia or anyone else.
Right. That's something we'll need to follow up on. Absolutely.
Okay.
She's not
Speaking of
forgotten.
sisters, now Viola's remembering the mirror instance. So she just made a weird face, that's all.
Why do you look like you just ate a lemon?
Well, okay. So talking about sisters just made me remember that whole mirror situation. And I don't know what you guys saw in the mirrors, but I saw my mom and my dad talking, and my mom said something about having another child, but I'm an only child.
How scandalous.
sorry?
It doesn't have to be scandalous.
I am joking, Viola. So you've
Aw,
never
thanks.
heard of this?
No. I've always thought I was another child.
Well, why don't you ask your grandma ring?
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Viola will kind of like turn and like hold her ring to her mouth and whisper her question to it.
Beau
I'm not
rolls his
sure how
eyes. You
true
didn't
what
have
those
to
mirrors
ask
showed
it
us
now.
was.
If I don't do it now, I'll forget, okay? So Viola's going to ask her ring, do I, Violet Verwitz, have any living siblings?
So specific.
You feel the warm comfort of the ring and whoever's within it, hearing and thinking before you get a brief response. And you hear that warm, soft voice telling you,
Future uncertain.
try again later.
Can't answer now.
Connection disturbed. Please try again.
Signs point to yes.
An 8-ball
She-
magic item would be cool, though.
It's a great divination.
under useless magic items. You hear the voice saying, only my daughter and only my granddaughter that I know. What a surprise it'd be.
Okay, so it seems like she doesn't really know for sure either.
Even more scandalous.
Well, I guess the questions keep questioning. Onward.
Okay. You continue on your way to Saker's Keep, seeing more of the same, these pockets of where Peace Watch are together, various activity, mainly seeming to be very protective within the city streets. You reach the pathway that leads up to that large stone building with the garden up front, although you see now the garden looks very trampled. The path looks kind of splotchy on the otherwise this kind of palish, gravelish walkway. You see these dark splashes, these splotches leading up to it. And at the front, you see that the gates are closed as you approach.
Oh,
And
not
we
this
open
again.
them.
Just walk right up and rap on them.
I was just gonna try pushing it open.
You do get resistance trying to open it as Ste'yn comes up and just starts banging on the doors. You hear... I was about to say someone else. Sorry, DM moment that wasn't found earlier. It's fine. You hear a voice call back through the gate. What visitors are approaching this evening?
Ste'yn, Beau, Snow, and Viola. We were told somebody was looking for us here, and we would like to come in.
And you, very short after the gates move aside, and you can see there's a handful of acolytes that you haven't met. They are in their white robes, also stained, but from the candlelight from within, you can see that they're stained, various dirt stains and also red stains on their robes. They don't look very hurt themselves. They look okay. They just look dirtied as they quickly welcome you inside.
Is one of them the Aarakocra from the other day? Or... I don't know if any of us got his name.
One of them, when he spots you, just squawks in excitement and races towards you and hurries you inside. You guys are brought into the that same waiting chamber, and in short order, you see who is there? That is you see Yonai coming around. You see he looks fairly pale. His robes also look kind of dirtied.
It's always pale.
Yeah, he looks maybe like he's seen some things and some stuff. But he smiles at the sight. He smiles at the sight of you four. Saying he catches eyes with you. And he says, "Oh, good. Communication still kind of works around here. This place has been through it. But you made it."
And you made it too. What happened here?
Well, I'd say ask Jeremy, but he
Where
didn't make
Is
it.
he around?
He
No.
didn't make it. Pity.
Yeah.
Real
But-
pity.
Oh, you would have liked it. You seem the type that you would have liked to have seen. He had let's call it a transformation. Whoever was helping him along must have given up on him at some point, and he holds up a chain that has a broken medallion on the end of it. You can see it looks like it has dried blood on it.
Uh-huh.
So,
So what happened?
he was holding Saker's Keep hostage, so to speak. Kind of wish you guys had found your way here. I'm sure you would have made quicker work of it, but he had a tussle with some of our head acolytes and gave them a bit of a run for their money, I think. Most of us were just trying to keep the others safe. Including, there's a girl looking for you.
Cynthia?
No,
Pink hair?
another girl with pink hair.
Oh,
Her name's
Clea.
Cynthia!
Glia.
Or-
That
Glia.
one.
Guys.
Is she alright? And
You
the
wouldn't
baby?
know this many people with pink hair.
Pink hair is not an uncommon color per se in our world.
It's more common than blue.
And you know who doesn't have blue hair? Yonai nods. He says she's fine. The little baby with her is fine. But they were asking for you. I think they wanted to make sure you were okay. I tried to tell her you would be fine, but I don't know.
Where are they?
Do you have my keys?
Keys?
We gave
Oh, yes. Yeah. Hold on. Keys. Right. Oh, gosh. Just come on. A lot's happened tonight. He starts fumbling, trying to find keys within his acolyte robe as he asks you to follow him and leads you back to the healing area, the healing beds, where you have been before. He finds this ring of keys, gives them to you, Beau. And as you walk in, you can see a number of the beds are currently occupied. There's some acolytes looking over. Some of them look like they're Peace Watch. Some look like just people in ruined now festival attire, and some look like other acolytes. On the far side of the room, behind one of the curtains, Yonai brings you over there and gently pulls the curtain back, and on that bed you can see there is Glia. She has her scarf over her head, her own clothes dirtied, and she's holding the baby. She's holding this little baby. She looks up when you pull the curtain aside and smiles. There's this tired and grateful and just a mess of emotions on her face as she sees the four of you. And she says, "You four are really... I'm glad you're okay."
Glad you're all right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there hasn't been time for you to do anything as far as, anything beyond what's happening in the city. You couldn't find or hear anything about my sister or...
I've reached out to her once or twice. She sounds tired, but she was responding last time.
But she's
So they're
alive.
right, as far as I know.
And my brother, Luca, was with her.
She didn't mention him, but that doesn't mean he's not okay. Just means she sounded very tired and weak when I would talk to her. But it was getting a response.
Tired
We're
and
not giving
weak.
up on finding her.
I hope she's not by herself. She's just a kid.
Kids are more resilient than you think.
She
But it
lowers
shouldn't
her
have to be,
head.
but they can be. We're gonna find her and get her back for you. And if Luca's there too, we'll find him too.
What if we
I
tried
hope you find
contacting
that
Luca?
monster that destroyed everything.
Her brother, what if
Where's
we
it?
tried contacting him? He might be a little bit more awake and aware.
I'd be happy to try tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
A long
That was question
pause
answered.
afterwards.
Well,
That was question
I mean,
answered.
if it's tomorrow.
And that's that.
Can we think of any
Um,
places we could check tonight?
I mean,
you
I don't think
asking-
she gave any hints to where she was,
No.
did she? It'd be like finding a needle in a haystack.
There are other cellars in the pike, I believe. There's also places underneath Sakers. Since we know that there was, danger here.
If they took people from there, I don't think they brought them here, particularly.
Don't know for sure unless we look.
Well,
The acolytes could look as well.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
And their siblings are here, so maybe we just mention it to the acolytes and they can check here.
Leah adds, she says, you said take people, but by the way that weird winged harpy monster was acting. I don't think that she was taking anyone. She was only
Calling them.
slicing them.
If not taken, then that would mean they're both still over there.
At the Pike
No, that would be in
No,
Cadence.
in Cadence.
and Cadence.
Maybe there's
Which
someone
we
near.
definitely wouldn't be able to do anything about until tomorrow.
She's like, dejected sigh. She goes back to looking at the baby, who appears to be asleep in her arms.
Well, I mean, technically, it's not like we're about to fall asleep anytime soon. If we're not doing anything here, Cadence wasn't that far of a trip. We made it in less than an evening when we came here.
I would like to find Nora and Cynthia and Lear and some of our other novice is check on them and make sure everybody here is okay as well.
You
But
and I also
after that, I'm happy to head out.
Yonai, taking in the four of your appearances, also says, I know you four are really just chomping at the bit to keep being heroic, but maybe you do just need to rest for a night?
We are actually pretty awake right now for the most part, though. I know we look really bad, but like internally, like we're there.
Internally, none of us are sleeping anytime soon, thanks to magic.
We
Oh,
can still
magic
rest
strikes
them.
again.
But
You've at least earned a rest. Earned.
and yet, there's still much to be done.
There always will be.
Well, so why were we summoned here exactly?
Glia wanted to
Okay, so it was
make sure you guys were
for
okay, and
Glean.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yes, and Meta, if you had questions about what happened at Cadence, which I think all four of you said you did.
Well,
Well-
it seems like there aren't many answers for us.
Yeah, we had questions about survivors,
Mhm.
specifically Vivia in Cadence, not
Mhm.
Glia's telling us what we already know, which is that Wing was there killing people.
Oh, well.
Well,
Well,
that doesn't really explain it. Was it just in Snow Molasses? Was it just the one individual that tore up the whole town, or were there others, or what exactly happened there?
well, she was performing. She looked human to start. She was performing that night. Remember, I guess for the best you four didn't stay, maybe. But Vivia sure wished you did. And during the performance, she just transformed. Everything started getting dark, and there was screaming and chaos. I didn't see too much else, I guess, but I think there were other things, maybe things she called on to help. It's a decent-sized town, but everything was just ravaged, just absolutely destroyed. People were running. Luca was with Vivia, and they ran off one direction. I ran another way with Rosie. My parents were, I don't even know where they went. But maybe they ran far enough. Maybe they headed north. Maybe they just headed north. Just as far
Maybe
away as they
so.
could.
This happened the evening that you guys left? Like, we left?
Yes.
That's
I
unfortunate.
just ran.
And you got yourself and Rosie to safety. And that's very important.
That is a start. I suppose.
And if you made it, there's lots of hope that they did too.
Yeah. And I guess this is the quietest it's been and the safest it's kind of felt in some days. I don't know if you noticed, everything felt very agitated, and I guess this was why. People, oh, the stories I was hearing outside. Just people fighting each other and dropping dead, and the
And what?
dead getting back up? If you can believe it.
I can believe
Mm.
it.
But then the strangest of all-
experience there.
I mean, there's entire schools of magic dedicated to something like that. So
Well, no, we've
yes,
also,
it's quite believable.
and we've seen it. We've seen the work of her doing that with Ziva, with other Peace Watch, with more.
On the scale that it sounded, yes, I know magic can do quite a bit, but that was something else. But I think strangest was, well, it seemed that a lot of them, maybe all of them, at some point, if there aren't any bodies really left. The way I heard someone say it, it's like they just melted to like a pool of blood or something, and then gone.
Well, that is strange. I'm sorry you had to see and hear that.
The gods rest their souls. This poor. She seemed to stop herself. I just really wanted to make sure you were okay, and if at some point you find my sister, I'm going to look for her too.
You will.
I'm not going anywhere
You will.
tonight.
You need rest as well. Been through a lot.
And I also heard, maybe I'm just nosy, but I also heard that I think someone's going to speak tomorrow. Maybe put all this mess together. Maybe they'll tell us what actually happened. So
I'd love to hear what they have to say about what happened.
I would too. Have the Peace Watch going crazy. But
Well, it seems that there's a peace now, so try to rest.
Right, we'll leave you to it.
thank you. All of you.
And as soon as we know something or learn something, you will too. You have a word.
Perfect. I'll hold you to it.
You better.
Okay. And she just kind of leans back in the bed, up against the headrest, not looking like she's going to fall asleep immediately, but getting comfortable again. Yona closes the curtain. So what are you four doing with the rest of your evening?
Well, once
It's
they get
definitely late.
well, once they get farther from her, not in earshot, Beau's gonna say, her story seems weird. If that happened when we dropped them off, that was weeks, at least a week, if not longer, before Ste'yn contacted Vivia. But if Vivia wasn't captured and was just on the road, I mean, there's villages, there's settlements. She could have easily
When
found
children
another
are on
place.
the run, that doesn't mean they necessarily go ways that make sense.
She also
Just
might
find
not have
places for
run
help.
very far. She could still be in Cadence, just hiding under a broken down building or something.
Mm-hmm.
She could be hurt or stuck or something.
We'll find her, whatever the case.
Or she could be near her somehow. Maybe she started making her way this robot or something. Who knows?
I don't think we're gonna
We
learn
won't.
anything else tonight.
I mean, I could, like I've done this a couple times today already, I could try asking Atala.
What I was just
Can't say I
gonna
won't
say?
get an answer, but-
Didn't you ask Atala about Vivia previously?
Perhaps there's been a lot.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Just gonna have Atala control F.
Huh? I'm pulling up another version of the tome so I can search better.
It's a very full tome, mind you, ladies and gentlemen. It is.
I mean, this
full.
one's
Did we finally
nothing
move
compared
to the second one?
first one. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we moved on.
We
to the
maxed
second
out
one.
the first one.
That's the wrong one.
Do you all want to find a place to rest?
I was kind of wondering if we wouldn't be able to. I don't remember where we even talked about having Nora meet us with people. If she was going back to her house, or if she was going to her house and then coming to the park to meet us, or what.
It was supposed to be the pike, I think. Or near the pike. The park by the pike.
Yeah, we told her that we were going to be going to the park where those lump birds were. She never showed up there from what we can tell. And then they weren't at the pike either.
So maybe they're all back at her house.
Don't really want to go to another district if we don't even know
No.
there's any chance of them being there.
Somebody here might know where they are.
Well, would they if they were in hiding?
Maybe
I guess maybe not.
but I don't know. If there's someone walking around, Snow will ask them, but
Just if they know where Nora is, they know where Nora or any of the novices
Mhm.
are.
Nora
Yeah.
and the novices, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You can even ask Yonai. You bring it up and he says, well, the captain was kind of a person of interest for a while.
Yes, we know all that.
Yes, we know that.
We just want to know if
Well-
you know where she is.
Well, no, that's why I don't know where she is. But the halfling,
Lear?
looked really good in the plate armor. Yes, she had come by. She looked like she had been through a fight or two. I think she was here. I think she was heading. She might have been heading back towards the rally. So maybe she's down by the Rising Gate. Maybe she was helping there.
We go by there and see.
Well, if she was
Might as
heading
well.
to the rally district and that was a while ago and she's already close to the gate, by the time we get to the gate, she'll be well beyond that.
All right, Beau, so what are you suggesting that we do?
Well, I'm just saying we should decide a definitive location. Like, are we going to the rally district? Or are we going to head there and then decide from there, once nobody's there, to go someplace else?
I don't know.
The rally district would be my last ditch. That's the for sure place that we know any of them were at before. That's where Nora said she was hiding the other novices. I would say if none of them are there, then we find a spot to sleep and we sleep there. But I personally, I would like to see if Nora and Cynthia and Lear and all of our novice friends are okay tonight. If we would like to sleep before that, I'm fine with that. I just know I'll sleep better knowing that they're okay.
What sleep?
Or
You can sleep. You just don't feel inclined necessarily to sleep. Like, you don't feel like you must sleep. Sleep will not grab you, but if you want to lay down and close your eyes, you could. He will encourage you to the last known location would be down by the rising gate where the stable is.
all right, so we go over
Some
there.
sort of-
We check around. If there's anyone over there, we ask them if they know, and then we'll know.
That sounds like a good next step. Let's head
Let's
to
go.
the Rising Gate.
Yay. Making our way downtown. You make your way down to the Rising Gate, passing by the Inquirer's ward. You can see even along the wall, there's like this almost sooty looking appearance to it, this like lingering, clinging darkness. Kind of gives you this heebie-jeebie kind of feeling. It very uncomfortable. Give me a perception. Either a perception or an arcana check. I'll let you decide.
Okay, Beau got a 31 for Arcana.
Nice. Beau
10.
feels all the magic.
For perception.
33 perception.
Mm-hmm.
28 Arcana.
Okay. What did Viola get? I'm sorry.
10 perception.
Nice. Viola's dice are having a time. She's like, I wasn't supposed to be rolling tonight. As you guys are passing by, Viola, you definitely feel kind of a really uncomfortable sense as you walk past, as if there's some kind of dark magic still lingering in the area. It's nothing you can see very clearly. It's as if it just permeates the air and it leaves you uncomfortable. Kind of like hiding behind a thin veil of some plane of existence. So it's not close enough to touch you or harm you, but you don't know what could tear that veil or how. And this is all just a sensation you get. The other three, you hear this very faint sound that as you're passing by and you spend that amount of time in front of that wall, it starts to form into kind of words in your mind, and you can hear the Ruby Quill's voice. You don't know that means he's there or if it's like this lingering echo, but you hear his voice around those words, and it says, Dark Weavers. The very name speaks to their vision. Weave dark into the light until no light remains. The power they have, the knowledge they promised, they will unravel us all. And then it fades. And then you hear, psst. And poking from around a building as you're passing that area, and you're much nearer to the stable and the coach house, you see this small head, this small form peeking out, hair kind of coming over her shoulder, her armor looking definitely worn down. And you see this halfling who sees you, and even in the dark, you can see her eyes wide and getting tearful.
Viola runs over and gives her a hug.
Hello.
Oh, Viola! She throws her arms around you.
Lear, I'm so happy you're okay. I've been so worried.
We were worried about you. We didn't know what happened. You were gone, and we're glad because you weren't here when everything was going crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Don't worry, we were off killing a dragon. It's fine.
Oh, that's very different than I thought you were going to say.
Well, no,
And then
that
goddess-
time, yeah, we weren't fighting a dragon at that point, Viola.
I know, I just had to bring up the
Or the
dragon. I
Avatar
can't help
goddess,
it.
Something like that.
Yeah, we've had a pretty easy time compared to what everyone else has been through, sounds like.
Definitely.
Well, a dragon definitely sounds scary. It sounds scary a lot. The same as Peace Watch turning on you and then dying and then standing up and then melting. But
Ew.
I digress. I'm just glad you're okay. The others are. We were on our way back here. We were hiding out. the captain had such a brilliant plan to keep us all safe when things started getting very strange. We were hiding. She has this hidden cellar in her house, and so we were hiding down there. And she just told us to stay, so we stayed put. But then she was gone, and then she came back to get us, and then things just went absolutely sideways. But she'll be glad to know you're okay too.
So
There was
where
still some-
is Nora?
She's with us. Well, she's coming back.
Let's
She
go.
said there was something she had to handle, but she should be back any minute.
At the cellar at Nora's house.
At the stables.
Just right here.
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
come on.
Wonderful.
Why are you
Um,
hiding over there?
It's Buttercup.
Are the what?
She said, "Is Buttercup
Viola goes
okay?"
to see if
I
Buttercup
mean, there's
is
a big,
okay.
Oh!
there's a big mass on the stables.
I think all the horses are okay.
Viola goes to look and see if Buttercup's okay.
Well, she's more of a pony, really.
You go, yeah, as you guys are approaching the stables, and you can see there's a couple of, there's a group of Peace Watch that are by the gate again, but you can again see more that are off further out, and they are doing that same whatever it is that they are doing. And as you approach the stable, you can see there are a number of shadows inside. There are some people sitting outside. You see one very tall, I think he's a half-orc.
Yeah, there was a half-orc
Uh,
that broke out of the chair during the test, wasn't he?
Yeah, Urgin.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, or
I
it was
think
either that
Ste'yn
or
got
a
his name.
Goliath. It was either a half-orc or...
Oh, it was a Goliath.
Yeah, he was the Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chabodai is the half-orc.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
polar bear.
Mhm.
Yes, with the bear, with Warrit. You can see Urgin is outside, his legs he's sitting cross-legged, arms crossed until he sees the group approaching, and he immediately stands up, and he you can see Lear like giving him a positive gesture, and he seems to relax some amount. Lear says, everyone's inside. Everything was so hectic. I wish we could have found you sooner. You'll have to tell us where were you and what happened? What happened?
We'll give the whole story inside.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So you go inside the stables. Viola, you can quickly see that it looks like this was relatively untouched by the all the mayhem. All the horses are there, and one little pony who appears to be chewing on something. There's a little baggie is next to her. A torn bag is next to her bed, her stable.
Wonderful.
As you guys are getting settled in, you do hear the door open again, and in a cloak over her otherwise notable blue tinted armor, you see Nora walk in. Her hair is pulled back. There's smudges of brown and some red on her face. As she comes in, she takes note of the other novices, expecting them, and then she sees the four of you.
Hello.
All right. Hello. Again.
Of course we are. We're hard to kill.
You really are. What a blessing. Well, I think they're sorting everything out for now. But there's going to be some more said tomorrow. For now, I think there's some calm.
What
So what happened? Yeah.
What they said.
I don't know what you've heard so far already. You mean what happened here in the city, or what?
Both. Yeah.
Starting from
mean,
where?
We know more or less what happened in the city, I guess. We saw some of it anyway. But like, what happened with you and the novices
Well, it seems I
from
moved a
last
little
time
too
we saw you?
It seems I moved a little too slow, perhaps. And by the time we were on our way back, it looks like things were already getting out of hand. We arrived back in the Peace District, held up at the gates, as expected. It just quickly became violent. And I don't know, it seemed so abrupt. Perhaps whatever made them pause was gone. And their only motivation was to hurt people. Hurt people, maim people, kill people. Disturbingly enough, it seemed like they wanted to make people bleed. But it became just an all-out brawl. And it was hard to get back up. So I apologize that you had to face more of that by yourselves. I should have gone faster. I should have been there.
We managed.
I see that, but you should not have to have had to do that. So I apologize.
You shouldn't have had to fight your way back into the district.
None of this should have happened. The guardianship is supposed to be safe. It's supposed to be safe.
Oh, by the way, this has nothing to do with anything, but this is for you. And he pulls out the gift that we got for Nora. What seems like forever ago.
Wait, what
You
gift
it
was that?
I
like,
wondered if
I
you
don't know,
remembered.
yesterday,
what
day
gift?
before,
Yeah.
I don't even know. From the swamp, and he,
Oh, yeah, okay.
this is
I was
for
like,
you.
we got her a gift? When did we go shopping
No.
for Nora?
There's a whole shopping episode for Nora, obviously. Your favorite sickly NPC.
Yes.
Yeah, you hand her I think it was like a bag with a little chest in it, I think that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at it confused. What is this for? She
I don't think it was
It's
for
from
anything. Just
Pear. It's from
how-
Penorn.
yeah, just a hope you're doing well sort of thing.
Oh. And she takes a moment to unlatch and open it. She looks inside for a moment. And you can see her, you can see what's inside. You see, doing this from memory, so I don't have to take the time to look back. I think I remember exactly what was in there. One thing you see is this little, it looks like a rag doll or a yarn doll. And it is in this little sewn together yellow fabric that looks like a little yellow dress. And it has black hair yarn with a couple of strands of a lighter, like a gray or white yarn. The other thing that is in there is this small, it looks like a small wooden replica of what appears to be some kind of kitchen knife. But it itself is just a very smooth, it's not going to function like a proper knife. It just looks like it's replicating it. And it's beautifully carved with a little design in the handle. She looks at them for a moment. Ste'yn, remind me what your passive perception is? Or
Passive
insight?
perception is
Insight?
Oh, her passive insight's 10.
Oh, I thought that one was one of those like.
Bose is 14.
Viola's is 16.
How is your
Yeah,
passive
stay in-
insight only 10?
Because no, sorry.
That's
So
an
it's a passive
investigation. I was
investigation.
gonna say,
Oh,
like, you have
I'm sorry,
proficiency in
passive
it.
I also was
19.
like,
Sorry.
goodness, that's so low.
Yeah.
What is everyone's
I got it
passive
flipped.
insight? So 16, 19,
14.
14,
18.
18. Snow, Ste'yn, and Viola, you guys note as she's looking at these little gifts, some kind of look you don't think you've ever seen on Nora's face before just passes for just an instant. It looks like a fury. And it is for just an instant before it goes back to just this kind of like soft, a small little smile on her face at the sight of it. She closes the box and puts it back in the bag.
You're
They're
right.
always... Me? I'm fine.
You
Yes.
didn't look like it.
I'm not accustomed to receiving gifts.
Does that make you mad?
No wonder she doesn't get them very often.
That's why they didn't want to deliver it themselves.
Yeah.
Nora flies off the
Don't
handle
shoot the
anytime someone gives
messenger.
her something.
She looks at you as for a moment confused by the question. She says, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to seem out of place. No, it just reminded me of something, is all. I think they meant very well by it, and I deeply appreciate that they thought of me and remembered. And I hope they're doing well. They took care of me for a little bit of time.
They talked about you a lot. They liked you.
Very fondly.
I was a very different person. Well, thank you. And she stows it away among her belongings. There's this kind of lingering discomfort that you note about her now. She says, speaking of, actually, could we speak outside for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
She takes the four of you outside, leaves the novices in there, and she turns to look at you. She says, this will sound unusual, perhaps out of the blue, as that gift was too. Did you take something from my home when you were there?
I didn't.
A little crystal
Oh, it's a
shard?
crystal.
Oh yeah, the shard of dark focus. We talked to you about it though. You already knew that.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
that
she?
happened. Yeah, we talked about
Mhm.
that a while
We
ago.
had a whole
Ah.
conversation about it.
Dang,
Yeah.
the DM
Because we
didn't
asked
remember
you
that.
like, hey, what do you have this for? It's dark.
Yeah.
Then instead, what she's going to ask is, could you return that to me, please?
Why?
Well, first and foremost, it doesn't belong to you. You took it from my home. Secondly,
And you know very well why.
yes. And secondly, I may need it.
Four.
Must I explain?
Yes.
When it belongs to me?
Yeah.
You know what? You don't deserve pushback after all that you've helped us with.
Exactly. Spill.
Remind me whether or not I said when we spoke on it last very clearly, if it belonged to me or if it belonged to Elikin.
That sounds vaguely familiar. That it was his or something that he brought back or something like that.
I think it was something he brought back. If you give me just a second, I can confirm.
I can ponder for a moment.
Well, you
Let me think
meditate.
on
Keep
that.
going, Nora.
Yeah. Well, she says, well, as you have it, have you noted anything interesting about it? Has it done you any favors?
We have found quite a few of these, and they have been useful for navigating through the dark. And I believe Fate also said that it seems like they are connected, like it's each one is part of a larger whole.
Also, it stores evocation magic, doesn't it? I don't remember if he said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. All of that sounds like what Elikin and I had discussed briefly.
Yeah, the shard's from Elegant.
Cool. I suppose you haven't seen him, have you?
Not
Didn't we?
since earlier today.
Yeah, we saw him earlier today.
Where?
Near in the Champions Ward? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Towards the basement of it before we went and fought to Ruby. He tried to warn us not to, but we were stubborn.
Yeah.
He was with Stalkham.
And when you came back to the city, was he here?
We haven't
seen him
since, but we
Yeah,
also haven't been
Admittedly, yeah, we
over
haven't
there
really been
since.
looking for him, if we're being honest.
And our travels have been confusing, going in one place
Yeah.
and coming out somewhere far away.
Yeah, through the dark a lot. More than through the city.
Through the dark? Using
Yeah.
the shard.
Mhm.
Using maybe many shards. Who knows?
Used a few of them.
Why?
And
Yeah, we got like 5 of them.
a kind of she looks very worried now. She says, you had the shard that belonged to him, and he made it sound like he had every intention of charging into whatever this mess is, which if it involves walking through the dark and he doesn't have it to guide him, then where is he?
Well, why did he go into the dark if he knew he left it at home? He hasn't had it for a long time.
He didn't
It's not like he
carry it
carried it
around
around
on his
himself.
person before.
Perhaps he thought he was getting it back from you. Perhaps he had another plan. I don't know.
Did he know
you-
that
so-
we had it?
Okay, well, let's just take a step back. So are you asking for it so you can go looking for him or something?
Perhaps someone can.
Well, I think we would
I mean, I
belong
don't
to
think
small
you should go
people.
traipsing around in the dark. You're sick enough as it is.
Yeah, why don't you...
Thank you, Viola.
We'll give you one of them, and you can have your hench people do it. Send the
novice
dragon.
emissaries?
Send the dragon one. It'll be fine.
Send Vaughn.
Send
Send
Vaughn.
Vaughn
will do
and the
it.
dragon
Vaughn.
one.
Send those two. They can-
And
they can manage
Moonridge.
that.
Well, Vaughn
Let
is
them
his
be
friend,
equal.
so it does make sense to send Vaughn. He's Elikin's friend, if I recall correctly.
And Vaughn will do anything for Nora.
He is loyal. That is true.
So is that fine? We'll give you one
Yes.
of those, and then
Yes, that will work. Besides, there's more we need to
Also,
learn
tomorrow
about
I
it.
could try to reach out directly to him and find out where he is, potentially.
You got a lot of calls to make tomorrow.
Potentially.
I do.
You don't need to worry about it. That is something I will concern myself with.
Oh, I was gonna
after-
say, I forgot you can do that.
There are a number of things I have access to as a captain here, yes. For what that's worth for now, I suppose. It sounds like there's rumblings that there's some sorting out of business to do. But
No, we'll give her the shard that we took from hers.
she eagerly takes it back. She stares at it for a minute before she palms it and puts it up also with her belongings. She warns you. She says, while it seems to have served its purpose in being some type of beacon, you might say, through the dark, I don't recommend trying it again or actively seeking out to use it that way. Whatever it is, it can do more than that, is what we've discussed.
I mean, we don't usually go searching for the dark. It just kind of happens.
It does. It seems to find us.
Blessed or you're cursed. I don't know if it's for better or for worse that it happened at a guardianship. I mean, you have the people around you who could help, but a guardianship is meant to be safe. But
Wait,
again,
you said Fink said they connect together, don't you?
repeat that?
Mhm.
Well, we have a bunch now. Why don't we try?
Yeah, when we rest tonight, I could try to see if I can puzzle it together. Make one big crystal.
You can try, I suppose. I don't know that they quite work that way. They seem more like seeds, for lack of a better word. It seems like whatever they hold, magic or more, they seem to be more like an opening of sorts. Whatever it is they bloom into, it seems more like a fracture than it does anything else. The concern is what it opens and why they're here.
Well,
And for a moment, she seems lost in thought, as if she doesn't realize what she's saying to you.
well, if we don't want them opening anything, couldn't we just dispel the magic out of them?
Simple magic, sure. I don't know no, I do know. They've tried enough things that a simple dispelling is not going to take away the key feature that it seems to be. You found more of these, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
From where?
Different places.
Where?
Usually the dark.
Yeah, or from the people that we fought.
Hmm.
The different
So
rubies.
So it sounds like, well, you said you were heading up towards the park, for example. So when you got there, you were in the park. Perhaps this little seed was already there. Maybe that's... You said you were traipsing in the dark. Maybe that's what opened whatever dark you found yourself traipsing through. My worry is that that's what these are doing. They're being planted. Making way for passage.
Yeah, we can keep an eye out for them then.
Okay.
Yes.
Have a
Perhaps
whole
you
little
could do that.
collection.
Just be mindful. Keep them not too close to you. I'm not going to keep this near me for very long. But I will need to get it back to Elikin once I find him.
Well, you don't have them on your person, right? Snow.
No, just... Oh.
No, they're all in the bag of holding.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They're not technically even near each other.
All right. That was all I needed to know. I just wanted to make sure I got it back so I could continue to figure out what it's doing.
Well, let us know if you need any help.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you want to go back into the stable and rest some. At least you're in good company.
Isn't there a place where animals don't reside that we can rest?
You're gonna be
She
picking
indicates the other
now.
direction. The coach house.
What did Viola say?
I said you're gonna be picky now.
Why would I want to stay here?
Buttercup's here.
You can rest with Buttercup if you want.
I most certainly will. It'll be like the first night when we went into that hut. I'm pretty sure that's where I spent the night the first time too. At least I spent a decent portion of my night with Buttercup.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go do that then, and Viola's gonna head off towards Buttercup.
As you guys start going, she does call back to you, Beau.
Buttercup?
One more.
Wait, no.
No.
Sorry. I got confused. I was like, I knew it was a druid this whole time.
Surprise!
Nora indicates to you, Beau, for a brief word.
Okay.
She'll pull you aside and she says, one other thing while we're being candid. You had asked me a while back now, it feels, if I knew anything about Gen.
Yeah, you've done some research since then.
Mm-hmm. I have some concern that whatever's happening here is very much like whatever happened there. That maybe these shards are involved, perhaps, but I managed to find out more about what attacked Gen. I don't know why you were asking specifically, but you've done us a great service, and I figured information doesn't hurt. Whether you'll believe it or not.
So many people are saying that to me today.
There's a lot going on that, even in a world with magic and weird creatures, the undead is a real fuzzy area.
He teleported through a well of blood earlier
She, to be fair, doesn't know that. Nora does not know that you guys dove feet first into a pool of blood.
Oh, can we say that when we were in the Pike, if they still had some of those cleansing stones, that they actually
You mean
used
sacred?
them? Oh, yeah, Sakers,
yes.
that they use the
Yes.
cleansing
Oh,
stones
to
so they
get the
aren't
grossness.
blood tinted.
Yes. Also, as a quick aside, because you had asked earlier about the crown,
Yeah.
that you do not get any magic. It is not ping magical.
Cool.
The crown is free for you to take.
He puts it back in his bag. He would have put it back in his bag before he started talking when they were talking with Nora.
Fair, absolutely. She asks, how much perhaps have you heard about vampires?
I know a little.
Well,
He says and then smiles big. Giving
Well,
some.
I may know a thing or two.
She says, I learned my fair share. I learned more than I ever really wanted to know. Some clan of theirs appears to be connected to Gen and that devastation. No one seems to want to talk about what happened. Fair enough, but the reason I mention it is because it perhaps isn't isolated. There are other places they seem to move, and They perhaps have a hierarchy of sorts, and whatever attacked in Gen seems to have behaved differently than other vampires behave. This seems to be some kind of very well organized and perhaps even leaning into very dark territory. I mention it because I want you all to feel safe somewhere here. And I don't think they're involved here, but it's hard to say.
They aren't.
I think you say that so boldly.
Yes, I was giving you a history lesson by telling you to research it. I didn't need it.
Ah. All right, well.
I'm glad you looked into it. But they aren't connected.
Are you still looking into it? Or do you know everything there is to know about vampires?
I know a deal. This place should be fine. At least from vampires.
And what about other places? If you're in the know. Do you
Well,
know their patterns? Do you know how they strike? How they move?
Not 100%.
For personal reasons, I will be diving deeper into this. And until Elikin returns, or I find him, I'll have to rely more heavily on an alternate source that I found, who also has a great bit of interest, which was surprising to learn.
How many people have you told about this?
Not many.
So you did tell people.
A very small handful. I spoke to Elikin about it, and I spoke to this other person who was very aware
Who?
I needed assistance. I will reserve this person's privacy for the time being.
Can you unreserve it? As
I-
a favor for the person that helped save this city.
I wish I could. But would be dangerous for this person and potentially for you. I know I don't seem like much, but there's a reason I'm in this city. There's information that I need.
Such as?
Well, to my surprise, by your question, when we first, early on to when we met, it's connected to, again, it seems. It's at least connected to these vampires. You note there's just a small shift in her demeanor. Give me an insight check.
Oh no. Okay, so here's the thing. No. How? So I marked it on my character sheet, but I don't want to be cheap about this. How serious were you when you said everyone gets inspiration earlier?
We'll say I was so serious and everybody got an inspiration.
Okay, I'm using. Because I rolled a 5.
I try not to joke around when it comes to giving inspiration. So if I sound joking, but I've said it, go ahead, assume I've said it. Unless I otherwise immediately say, just kidding, don't do that.
Okay,
otherwise, it's yours.
So it's an 18 or I can get it higher.
Roll.
Okay. All right, now it's 23.
Okay, scratch your die. You see, you didn't see it the first time. You see this note of just unusual rage just seems to cross her demeanor for just for a moment. A little lost in thought, as if she couldn't keep that back. Just a moment. I lost what she was saying, or if she full stop perioded that one.
I think she was mostly
At
just
least
shutting.
connected to these vampires. What's the last thing she said?
What did she say?
At least connected to these vampires. It's
Like
connected
why
again,
she's-
it seems. At least
Yes.
connected
Yeah.
to these vampires.
It's connected to the vampires.
Nora, I don't mean to sound insensitive, and I actually mean that this time. But
Oh, we'll see.
judging from how things kind of went here, I would recommend you not search into this inquiry more.
I will take that into consideration. I have filed it away. I have great interest to know more about what happened here.
Well, no, I understand you have interest here. I'm talking about
No,
the
I mean with
vampires, Nora.
them.
But-
Yes, I understand, Beau. And I appreciate your concern. This is a personal matter. I'm surprised it came up, but, well, who am I to determine what fate will put in front of me? Besides, I was looking for the information anyway. So I'm glad.
It's a mixture of concern and not wanting you to get in my way.
Your way.
Yes. Of tracking them.
Why are you tracking them?
Curiosity.
Oh, I'm sure.
You want to tell me your little informant's name?
Tell me the curiosity first.
Hi.
I've got the
don't-
name waiting.
I'm sure you do. I want the name first. I asked for it first.
Well, we're at an impasse then, it seems. That's all right. I don't think I'll be getting in your way. I don't know what information you think you'll be able to find. But I have some very good access to information of all manner. And once Elikin is back, that should help as well. This has nothing to do with my station here at the Guardianship. This is other reasons. And I would put my life on the line to have it solved.
Can you
Why are you
make me
tracking them?
one deal, then? If you
What is it?
get a lead before doing something and telling others, can you contact me?
I could do that. Would
And
you
the
like
people
to...
that you told already,
Mm.
how much do you actually trust them?
Well, one is Elikin Asolin, and I trusted him with my life. The other one, I think his own needs far surpass needing to double-cross me or anything like that. So I trust them quite a bit.
And so it's only two people you told,
It's just those two.
and they aren't likely to talk to anybody else?
Very doubtful.
All right, well, I would recommend ensuring that they don't.
Well, as soon as Elikin is back, I will remind him of our original... She seems to pause a moment as if considering her words. She says, what I mean is, when Elikin is back, I will speak to him about the importance, and I will make sure my informant is reminded as well.
Good. Well, if there's nothing else, and you're not going to tell me about your little informant, then I guess that's it.
All right. If you decide to change your mind, I may have more information for you. But I don't know that I could trust you. You haven't, to be fair, been entirely kind to me. I don't know why I have reason to trust you.
Well, I also could have just not helped the city.
We would be okay. You are very talented, all four of you, but I don't think you made the difference.
We were seeing how much progress you guys were all making. Trust me, you were going to die.
I don't seem like much, but I'm more resilient than you give credit for.
Resilience doesn't matter if you don't follow up the right avenues. You guys weren't even really looking when we arrived.
Fair enough. If you change your mind, I have a name waiting. All I want to know is why. Thank you, Beau.
Beau leaves.
All right. Are you guys doing anything else tonight, or you're settling in?
Snow's been telling the story to the novices of everything that went down in very dramatic fashion. He's using minor illusion to animate some of it.
Ste'yn uses thaumaturgy to help bring some effects of it to life with him. Sometimes it's not as synced as you would like it to be, but she's trying. She's working her storytelling with Snow.
She's learning storytelling. All right. Yeah, you're telling the story. You note it's a good few minutes before Nora returns to where the novices are, and she is hanging back, and there is a sort of gloom about her. But otherwise, she doesn't otherwise respond. If there is nothing else you guys are doing tonight, we will real quick jump ahead.
Can Beau do one thing for the night?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, after their grandiose retelling, Beau's gonna go over to Ste'yn, and he's gonna grab the crown out of his pack. Would you actually like to have this? I've checked it. It's fine.
Ste'yn gets a small smile, and then she just reaches out and takes it.
If you want, I
Yes.
can prepare a spell to fix it, or you can have it mangled.
I think the mangled suits me more.
That's fine. You do you.
She takes it and she puts it in.
Yay! What a moment! She's got the crown.
She's got 2 crowns. She's got her flowers, and she's got the gold.
Flowers
Finally.
would be dead by now. They would have withered away to nothing. It only lasts a day.
They'd probably
And
be
it's the
off in
middle
the
of the night.
well, to be honest.
They got blown up.
States over there
Well,
swimming
then-
like this.
Even if it's just like, even if the crown, like, would it just be the flowers that withered away, or would the stem parts?
I mean, even the stems would wither, just like any flower stem.
Yeah.
Might like stiffen and
I mean, there's always
It's a
tomorrow.
little
It's not the
icky.
biggest.
yeah, just you know.
She'll
Regardless.
have both crowns eventually.
Yeah.
Regardless, Ste'yn is crowned,
Is a little
and I am
princess.
so glad. Um,
Before Ste'yn
okay.
goes to bed, she does have a sending to send.
Excellent.
And she's going to just wait until essentially the last minute of the day to make sure she wasn't going to need this slot for anything else. But then she's going to reach out to her brother again. and she is going to say,
Oh, let me just
seems
real
yeah.
quick. Sorry.
You're good.
Just for reference, it is very, very late at night.
Who knows?
Okay. Go ahead.
This is why her siblings don't like her.
She was that
Classic
sibling.
Ste'yn, always waking me up.
It's like 1 a.m. and she's like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Love her.
It's fine.
Go it. Do it.
Brother.
it's fine.
Hey, big bro.
It's fine.
It's your favorite sibling.
She just says, seems you have more time than I thought. Threat's still real. I'm not crazy. Debatable, but anyway. I wouldn't reach out if it wasn't vital. Please keep your children safe. Don't care if you tell father or not.
Other, as in,
No, father.
Oh,
Oh, I
father.
thought you said
Ooh,
others, and
other.
I was like,
No.
very
Other
specifically
too.
was just like, don't tell other people about this.
No.
And she's like, I don't care if you
Please
tell everyone in the
tell
town.
everyone.
Tell everybody. I thought she was talking about his wife, like his significant other,
No.
his other half, his better half. Okay. You are waiting for a response. It feels like a longer time. And you do hear a kind of bleary, fatigued response. He says, whatever you've brought, thank you for the warning. I'll look out. I hope it's not you on the horizon. I see. They're okay. And the message ends.
Ste'yn, your family sucks.
See, what's cool is that I get to lean into that one because you guys hate so many of my NPCs. Well, I'm going to give you a reason to hate these. All right. Anything else y'all are doing tonight?
Couple quick things for Snow. He
Yes.
would like to ask around novices, Nora, whoever, just really quick, if anyone knows if Cadence has a teleportation sigil sequence. He assumes not, but doesn't hurt to just ask if anyone knows if they do.
Trying to think like realistically, because I didn't think of that.
Well, if it's a permanent one, it's kind of expensive to make it permanent.
Right, it'd be at like
So-
a bigger city
Yeah, it's-
versus a town like that. So it probably doesn't.
It's usually what determines it.
Yeah, it would be near the nearest like proper place, which would have been like Hazelford.
Oh, Hazelford is that
So-
wealthy? For some reason, I picture it as like 5 buildings.
I pictured it as bigger, and as the map is adjusting, like we will see what happens. But come 2026, y'all, we're gonna have a complete map and like a source book situation on the move. So like I am ready. And I'm probably gonna be getting insight from some of these folks too. So like
Just let me know and I can update the map on my wall, then I'll be back here.
I'm so excited to do that for you.
Snow will also just quickly ask if there's anything anyone needs him to identify before bed, because that's a kind of a daily tradition.
Nobody seems to have anything of
Wasn't he
dire
gonna do
need.
something with the crystals or something? The dark
Y'all are
shards?
gonna mess
was
around with
thinking
them?
about seeing if we could fit them together, but Nora seemed to say that that was not really a thing. So
Not likely or not helpful if you did manage it. In fact, potentially worse, actually, if you did.
nobody has anything you want me to identify?
Any
Then
y'all?
Putting up the hut, and going to sleep.
How many people get to stay in the hut?
think
If you
it's up
invite
to
anyone into your
10.
hut?
No one, it's just for me.
I was like, I will have my own space and my own bubble tonight. Don't
Because
talk
as
to
far
me,
as the
don't-
number of novices that are there, just it would be Lear, Urgin, Boondrag is there, Babodai is there, Wart is there, and Gary is there. You do not see Cynthia or Winna, but you
Or-
are.
Oh my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? Arno. Still no Arno.
You do not see
anywhere?
Arno. You do not see Arno.
He's
No, I
pretending.
know.
I was wondering about him.
Mm-hmm.
He never existed.
Maybe
Sounds
not.
like it.
But you
He's
are
a
for
but-
Viola's sake, because I know she's worried about everybody. You were told that she left of her she's not there of her own means. She like when things had calmed, she made a decision to
Who?
leave.
Cynthia?
Cynthia. Mhm.
Okay.
So she's not hurt as far as you know. She made a choice to leave. And Winna seems to have gone with her.
Mm.
Just so Viola's not worried. Sorry, Snow.
It is a 10-foot emanation, so you can fit roughly
I thought there was a certain number
Around-
exactly.
around 10 people.
Okay.
So not everyone who is here, but also I imagine not necessarily
And
everyone
Beau's
wants
not.
to be in this.
Yeah. Beau doesn't want
Little-
to, I don't think. Beau doesn't want to be around the animals.
I mean, if Beau doesn't need to sleep, he would just go about doing light work that he can do throughout the
Sure.
night for his long rest.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyone who, up to 10 people ish who want to, they can be in there.
Okay. Lear is definitely joining. She wants to be in the party tent. The party hut.
The hut's where the bourbon is.
Yes.
We'll pass
More
that
truth or
around.
drink.
Now, truth or dare. But Snow can't
Which
leave
of
the hut.
V-Ray is the hottest. Yeah, that is it.
Okay.
Burning Hands is a first level spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then he's going to add, because he has a scroll of Burning Hands, he's going to add that spell to his spell book because he has enough magic ink for that.
Nice. All right. In the morning, and we'll sort of time jump this. There is a gathering of sorts. Word gets around very quickly. Criers are letting people know that there is going to be an ambassador, a royal ambassador will be speaking. There is one that is assigned to guardianships, and he will be speaking about the events, along with, he'll be saying something. So there is a lot of gathering back up in the city square. You can still see the remains of the wild pike, but you can also see they've definitely cordoned it off. People are not going back and forth in there. It's a large gathering. There is a stage set up and you can see a number of very official looking sorts that are standing on the stage, some of whom you do immediately recognize. You can see a dwarven male with fiery red hair. This time, you see Grenell Bronstone looking stoic and straight ahead, semi-disinterested, but in a professional manner. And he's standing beside Sir Admiral Haste, the captain of the Wardens, and Captain Nora Isalin, captain of the Novices, with a notable slightly gap where a missing captain would be. You can also see on the other side of this podium that's on the stage, you see a few faces that are not familiar, but they're all bearing some kind of royal sigil along with whatever rank or title they have in the city. Of which, you know, there's three kind of official folks. But standing at the front at the podium, you see this slightly hunched, as if spending a lot of time bent over a desk and taking note and writing and being very involved in business matters. You can see the royal ambassador himself. His attire it's pristine, and it just stands out very funny and compared to this kind of broken, a bit worn out city. After all of what's happened. And when there are enough and it is time, he makes this grandiose speech. He has that kind of slimy politician voice to him as he speaks, and he tells everyone that per the king, he wishes you all great regard and assures you all that the guardianship stands as strong as ever. It is a safe haven for all who enter it and for the entire region for which it is set to protect. Whatever prank gone wrong that was set about before has been quelled. Those involved have been punished, and the festivities will continue. They will conclude that evening instead with the what's known as the reaping, which is when the lanterns that everyone took their great time to build are sent up into the sky, along with good wishes and prayers for a good harvest season, as is the tradition. But he makes it very clear that whatever happened here, as a small bit of roughhousing and tomfoolery, but such things will not be tolerated, which is why they have ensured anyone involved has been taken away and has been dealt with swiftly. Everyone is safe, and the king will always assure his people of the light are always basking within the light. And there's a bit of staggered applause until it kind of sounds like there's a number of plants in the group who start arousing applause, and it gets the crowd going. You can tell that beside him, you also note the chief captain of the Peace Watch, Lord Eonvor, is there as well. He keeps making these sidelong glances towards the captains, and notably where Elikin is not. And Nora also looks decidedly uncomfortable up on the stage. But as they depart, and the crowd disperses.
Well, can I say two things? Who's the king? I don't think I've ever heard of a king, so I'm just maybe. I mean, you may have said it, but the more he says
Yerusha.
king, the more I'm just like, there's a king.
Yes, Yerusha is a kingdom. There is a king. Yeah.
I see.
And guardianships themselves. This is some homebrew such built in. Guardianships themselves are very notable. If anything is going to happen, right? They are essentially they are under royal watch, so to speak.
I see. And then the second thing was, since this guy's over there talking about how this is apparently some kind of prank gone wrong or something like that, as he turns to leave, Beau's going to cast sleep on him. He wants pranks. Beau will give him a prank.
He's not elvish, is he? Otherwise, it's gonna be.
Oh yeah,
awkward.
that's true. He would be able to tell him if he was elvish. But
Does he have-
otherwise, it's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're coming up with this wisdom.
Interesting. Oh, nope. I dropped my die. Hold on 1 second. No, I was thinking of something else. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little revealing, perhaps.
He's a demon.
This is better than the psychic dagger I thought you were going to throw.
No. Beau could just put
Please
people to
That's
sleep
what I'm
now.
used to happening with Beau whenever
Can
someone
DM
walks
be like,
away.
please don't do that?
Yeah, no, he's just putting him to sleep. It's harmless, potentially.
You go to cast, and you feel the casting kind of like peter out, as if something is blocking it. Something is blocking magic or your magic from affecting him.
Okay.
Yeah, the crowd disperses. The city still has a bit of it's a little bit of a kind of jarring feel still about it, a little kind of anxious feeling about it. But whatever else you guys decide to do today, and in your time before you know you're close to having a good nap, that evening, or that at sunset, everyone is gathered back in that square. The reaping continues as scheduled. The lights, these little candles and lanterns, are lifted up into the sky, and blocking out the sight of stars is just what seems like 1,000 little lights, flickering, twinkling, lighting up the sky with people's hope, but also mixed with people's worries, you feel. And among those, you do spot Captain Nora Salin standing back from the crowd, all these little firelights up above, a note of anxiety in her that she doesn't seem capable of hiding. As the otherwise Harvest Lamps Festival concludes. And for now, the city seems okay. If a fake sense of what actually happened, they seem content. That is where we will end this, ladies and gentlemen. That
Thank you,
was a
Brenna.
wild ride. Thank you, guys. It's not over. We will be back on the train when we've had a short break. I admit, I love being here every other week, and also my brain is on fire. But it's been so worth it. So I'm more than happy to push through and play this game. This has been so much fun. And huge thanks to you guys for I know I didn't make it easy at all times, so thank you for being my guinea pigs. Thank
To
you.
be fair, we made things hard for you. To be fair,
No,
Yeah.
you guys were great. You
We
guys
sometimes
are
made it hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
you guys are crafty and clever, and you hear what I'm saying, and it's a matter of me making sure I get you guys the right information and figuring out. There's a lot that I've learned in the last 2.5 years. A lot, and it's been kind of cool. I guess kind of like veer us into a like, hey, a little chit chat session, a little bit of a player wrap up as well as a character wrap up.
Yeah. Though I do feel
There's
like making
been-
it harder on ourselves is also just a side effect if you have particularly even more than one chaotic based character. So one chaotic based character could throw you off enough, but then when
No
you have at
idea what you
least
mean.
2, and then
Yeah, no big deal, no big
So,
deal.
yeah, a lot of strong personalities adds to that.
I did not realize we walked into this with the full Riz team. I didn't.
well, mostly for
Well,
this team.
mostly.
Three-quarters.
The full Riz and the Riz at Heart
Mostly.
team.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like one reason why I invested in charisma was mainly just because I made Beau into a vampire, and vampires, like historically in a lot of lore, have like a
Right.
like
Charming.
charismatic like seduction type thing that they, though he's not going around seducing people. I'm just saying like it plays into kind of
Yeah.
that kind of lore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I did miss. I missed someone's question about whether or not Ste'yn was gonna have her sending. So I don't know if you wanted to. If you were sending it to Luca, to the brother.
But yeah,
or
she would have checked in within that day or something.
Yeah, do we find out
Just-
more
Just
about
asking like, where are you? Can you be found?
Mhm.
Are you with Vivia? That kind of stuff.
you send out to Luca, and it doesn't connect.
Okay.
Do you want to
There's
send
no-
another follow-up to Vivia since it's a new dawn?
Yeah.
She's just like,
Yeah.
oh, shucks. Well, that's it for that family.
Oh, tried that one. Try Vivia next. She's got spell slots to burn
Daggum.
again.
Daggum. Vivia, I'll allow you to reach out to when we get back.
Sounds good.
I just realized, oops. That's just that's not one of those things that I'm working on is like paying attention. I'm going to come up with like a full, beautiful, here's how organization works for my brain. That's been my biggest challenge, has just been staying organized. And I also have like the minute I'm off track, I start to panic, and then I'm like, well, now I can't concentrate because now I'm further off track. So that is my like I have a goal I set for myself for how to like, hey, stay calm. Hey, you know what's happening because you prepped the session. You're okay, right? Like very simple. I'm gonna go into our affirmations, our pregame affirmations.
Like, we don't really have much reason to, but I personally want Ste'yn to also sending to our no, because he showed up for 3 episodes, and that was
Dude,
it.
where are you?
Ste'yn can.
Yeah,
And
but
he
I'm
knows
just
that
like,
he's-
realistically,
for
I
time.
can't think of a reason why Beau would ask her to anyway, because he
I
was
can
only
see
there for
Viola
3.
asking just to be like, I wonder if he's okay.
I did put him on Viola's list of who to check in on.
I have all the lists of all your questions for the wrap up. And I was trying to like weave it in, and I realized you guys were asking a lot of similar questions, which is good. That tells me that there's similar interests and those threads were there. So I was trying to put that in with the people that you got to speak to. So hopefully a chunk of those got answered. But funny with our no, he may or may not have been supposed to come back far sooner than never. But as that built, like as he had been absent and as time had moved on, I had spoken to other people outside of the game, and I'll brainstorm some thoughts a little bit. And he actually turned into an interesting character that I very much hope, as you guys are going through,
I
that
thought you guys say they decided I should kill him. I thought that's what it said.
yeah, he's on too. Here's love. Here's love. Here's love.
Let's get rid
Kill
of him.
switch.
Whatever.
We got too strong. We had to do
We're
away with him.
nuking him.
You know,
No,
I've done
he's
that
nothing-
as a DM before. Be like, this NPC not feeling it. There they go.
Yeah,
Dead.
that has happened. That's happened with some smaller one. Why is Catherine having a pout?
Because the
'Cause she doesn't
NPCs he's
know.
killed.
She doesn't know which NPCs that I've killed off.
I know a few of the ones you've killed off.
You don't know which ones I've killed off for this reason.
No, I don't.
DM's little secrets. But yeah, no, he's I do in fact have plans for him. He exists. He exists. Spoilers.
Real. I want to
As we
know
did
who
the
his
man.
contact was in the beginning that didn't
It was
show
like some
up.
kind of pirate, wasn't it? It felt like 'cause he had a ship. Didn't he have a
I
ship?
thought that was all just
From the code?
I thought he had a
it
ship
was code.
too. Wasn't there a boat?
I don't know if he
I mean, he
actually had
might.
a ship. I think it said that word in like the code form, but that wasn't
Oh,
actually what it
maybe.
meant.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I feel like it's Torval. That's what I've thought from the beginning.
No, Torval's not
Could've.
interesting.
Dang.
Hey, his sister is Vav. That gives him some street cred.
Yeah, Vav is cool. They're engaged, guys. You did it. You got the ring back.
Finally got the ring back.
I was
Finally.
super excited. I really hoped that.
Yes.
I looked up because I won't lie. I briefly forgot that in fact the druids were still around and needed to exist somewhere. And then I remembered and I remembered some druid spells and I was like, oh, Cylia's they're all druids. But Cylia is like a cool druid. She could definitely do this thing. And so they were just hiding essentially in plain sight.
Yeah.
In a thing of vines and then there was Vav, and I was like, yay! Opportunity. Canyon makes sense. Let's not start introducing more NPCs for Catherine's list. Boom, got him. So,
Oh, man.
what were, if you guys had, for yourselves and for your character, or it could be the same, what are or is a highlight that they have experienced over the course of this part of the game?
Gosh,
Could we
you
take a
asked
quick
me
break
hard
while we think on
question.
that question?
Yes, we can. Let's take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever we need. Grab your water, run to the restroom. We did go straight through. And we'll think and then do a brief little chit chat or some more chit chat.
No, we
I
do
get a
not.
quick switch to the talking scene.
Yeah, nope, this is way off. All right, we're just going back to this then.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
only 4 of us.
Yeah,
Oh
I think I would
yeah.
have to change. Like, it's not worth going through it.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll live.
Yeah.
We'll live. It's still Razia's shadow. It's fine. Oh, why is this unmuted?
We're pretty good at staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, ha.
Okay, welcome back. Cool. So, with a little bit of time left, if for a little bit of chit chat and just kind of hear thoughts now that it's all said and done for now. I was asking, or I wanted to know from you
What?
guys if you what?
I forgot I was supposed to be thinking about my answer.
Yeah, I didn't think about it at all.
All right, let's take another 10-minute break.
So give us another. It doesn't have to be the absolute highlight. If you think of something else, you can always just tell me later. I'm looking at, like, hey, these things went well. Here are things we kind of wish might happen in the future. But if there was something that stood out enough, especially if you're thinking about it impromptu, then that all the more means it stood out. Something
I think
that
for me as
you
a player, some highlights or things that stood out were things like the dream sequences Ste'yn's been getting to sort of figure out more of what happened, and I'm learning a lot along with her with those, and it's been really fun with that. Especially the fact that she had to essentially go into a coma to actually talk to her goddess. It was very fun. Yes, that's definitely been something that's a highlight. I like getting to see the stories being pulled in and used and helping move the plot along.
As far as the dream sequences were concerned, my thought there behind the DM door, I don't think this is a big spoiler or anything. What I was aiming to have as kind of like a trigger for those was when Ste'yn was in that kind of contact with either something dark specifically or like something that stressful. And like whatever it was about that made it important enough or opened her up enough to kind of get that conversation going. That's the plan. That's the hope. So
Good to
I'm
know.
trying to pay
Gotta
attention
put her in
to
more
that too.
stressful situations.
Yes. Touch the dark. Remember that time Nora was like, hey, don't go messing around in the dark with these silly little crystals, and Ste'yn's like,
Listen, Ste'yn thought it was about being calm, and now Ste'yn's like, okay, I gotta be stressed. So
my little sister goddess was really worried about me, so she reaches out when I put myself in danger.
So maybe I should just cast Phantasmal Force on you and make you
There
see
we go.
things, and then you'll be stressed enough to be able to talk with the tower.
I think it has more to do with the dark than it does like stress stuff. But
General
Sounds
stress.
good. Camp
Make her
out in the dark.
imagine it. I can make the dark in her mind. I've seen enough of it now.
You sure have. Anyone else have a moment that stood out or stuff that stood out?
I really liked the whole setup with the rubies and Rosita of like once we finally like got to that point where like, okay, we understand now that we have all these rubies, we have to fight each one, and then we can take out the big bad. I really like that as that sort of build up and arc. I thought it worked really well, and I just like it conceptually as well.
Cool.
Like, sort of, you have to work up to the big bad. There's a specific reason why you can't just like, well, let's just go straight to Rosita. Like, we have to do these things first, and that sort of helps with to give a sense of progress as well. Like, all right, we know the steps now. Like, all right, we've got 2 down, 3 to go, and then we can move on. So I like that a lot.
Cool. I was hoping to also give her the element of like she is beloved in the city, so you could just walk up to her, but then you're creating more than just her as an enemy. And I know there's some clarity that will be made. Like when this is more like solidified, right? Like if I were to play this again, there is clarity to be had, which I had gotten feedback from a number of you about how that progression did go between starting with the rubies and then getting to Rosita, which I immediately took to heart and wish I could adjust things and how I explain things. But I'm glad that it was still clear enough, the idea of what was supposed to at least be, to see that, like, yes, like you said, these guys first, there's like protection, which turned out to be more like a stalling method for her. I couldn't quite get that across, or I didn't quite get it across the way I wanted, but the time factor, essentially the way you guys were able to affect that was you forced her hand, because you were going at her rubies immediately and very boldly. And if she was going to start gathering blood for what she needed to do, she had to act. That creates the tension, that creates the, like, hey, this is now obvious, which is not what she wanted. She wanted it to be much more subtly done, but you guys absolutely forced her hand.
Makes sense. We are nothing if not bold.
A dragon,
That's
hello!
cool.
I feel like for me and Viola, like one of the moments I think stuck out for Viola a lot through the first arc of the campaign is those like little friendship moments where she like got to be girly and make friends, like the painting the nails and the truth or dare, and like the moments that her and Ste'yn shared. Because even though Viola's like set out to become a purger, I feel like making friends and having close friends is something that she missed out on growing up. So she's like, that's been like a major source of joy for her. And then the mirror moment with Viola's mom and dad, because even though the buildup probably wasn't evident, I've been thinking about this letter that Viola's supposed to get from her mom someday for so long. Like literally every single session, I'm like, is this going to be the session where she finally gets her letter? And so to have that buildup of like waiting for that letter and then finally getting that moment of like Viola getting to hear from her parents in a sense was like quite possibly my favorite moment of the campaign.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm picturing
Or Viola,
Viola
at least.
while we're fighting Rosita in the back of my mind. Am I gonna get my letter today?
Me too. She does, I need a letter.
She had my letter in her pocket. Did she take it?
Did you take my letter? Oh, now you have to die.
That reminds me of an Avatar when he was getting their mail, and Tom's just like, he was taking our mail? That's just sad.
Oh, man.
I would say probably for me, the impromptu things that probably were making it harder on ourselves when we were deciding to be sneaky about things, like when we were trying to get into what's-his-face's office in the Pike, when we were breaking into Nora's house. I think we did that maybe a couple of times, sneaking around in our house.
There were a few.
And then I feel like there was a couple of other instances too where we just decided
Getting over the wall.
Yeah, getting over the wall. Well, even going there
Bless
at
that
all.
wall.
Where we
Bless the
had to
walls.
think on our feet a lot of the times. I think those kind of moments are stuck out to me.
Wasn't there some time where someone made someone smell cookies or something?
Yeah,
I
that
think
was when
Snow
we were
made-
trying to
Yes.
go through the wall.
You're trying to get out of the gate.
We were trying to talk
Or
our
it's like,
way
get
through,
them
and
distracted.
Beau
Yeah.
said that they were Nora's favorite cookies that her grandma.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Obviously. And it's funny too, because like those being standout moments is really cool, and also like that those are the moments that give me like such anxiety because it's like, yes, it is impromptu, and that's when I start to like, it's when you realize where your knowledge gaps are. So like it gives me what to strive for, because I want those to just go very smoothly. Like if that's what you guys decide to do, we can be ready for that.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a challenge when your players kind of have a better sense of certain mechanics in the world than the DM does. and I do have plenty to learn. But like when you ask a really good question, I can't just be like, well, no, it just doesn't exist, because it does, right? And you've asked a good question. Like I think in the prison, you had asked about, you were trying to obviously find a way out, and you said something about like, you know, is there like a spell or something or whatever, or can I pick this lock? And my brain, like, I have a basic thought there, maybe, right? But like my brain starts scrambling of like, what kind of challenge should there be in place? What kind of abjuration magic? What kind of whatever that would make sense? You know what I mean?
I would say if you have NPCs jailing PCs, what makes most sense is that they take their possessions. Because you just had them put us all in there without taking anything from us. So I was like, well, I got my lockpicks. I might as well use them.
I think there was another idea in mind. I feel like I had intended that to be, I think I intended that to be a combat moment, to which I was not going to want to strip you of your weapons. It's just what I'm trying to remember. It might have been, but
I mean, those moments are still
yes,
fine.
no, that makes perfect sense. That makes sense.
I mean, as long
but
as you
no,
don't give
yeah,
us like
it's-
Rosita level characters when we are not particularly armed, I still feel like we would be able to get around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the balancing act is something else that I'm playing around with, which I'm excited to get more chance to learn kind of how to do that, because I'm going to be touching the system more as part of more stuff we're introducing to the channel. So yay, more D&D. So that'll be fun. Cool. My other question is more towards your characters and like your backstories, right? Who your characters are, what's brought them here in the first place. Of what has been revealed so far, like what's come out in the game, are there moments of there, like in there, that feel like very satisfying? Is there something more you want to see as far as bringing out the histories that you guys delved so beautifully into? Like, is there more you want to see there coming up?
I will say I was
all for
very
diving into that
excited.
story.
I was very excited that the Viola sibling thing finally is coming out into the
Yeah.
into the campaign.
I was hyped for
So-
that. That is now connecting an NPC that is not actually an NPC fully, was a PC in some of our other one-shots. So cool. So that's exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, always
Very
for
interesting.
seeing the backstory.
Don't you worry about it.
Weaved into the plot.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that for the first arc, it definitely makes sense that it was more, I think a lot of our stories are like speckled in, and I feel like I can see a lot more surfacing now that we're wrapping up that and we're basically aiming on leaving the city.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
And hopefully with leaving the city, I think a lot more of that will come out, like going to this wherever the person that helped change them, like Beau knew about that. So I'm hoping that will lead more into some of Beau's backstory and why he knows that.
Well, we
And
have
then
to
while we're up
decide
in
if
that
that's where we're
area-
going still.
Yeah, that's my.
Well,
that's another
eventually
question
we'll
I
make
have.
it there, I'm sure. And then while we're up in that area, we can visit Ste'yn's family and figure out what that situation's about. And while we're halfway there, we might as well go up and visit Taryn as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, just pop into Ophidia. No problem. Go visit.
Yeah, exactly.
We can be very sneaky. We've established that.
True.
Whether we need to or
I
not.
think we could sneak into Ophidia.
I think honestly, you should absolutely try to sneak into Ophidia. And Beau will get to roll a little history, and Beau will tell you exactly what a great idea that is.
Got some really good spells that would help get us in there. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm. Sneak into a purist kingdom. I love this idea.
I'm sure they would love to have a champion of a goddess visit them.
Yeah, but they don't believe in your goddess.
I know.
That you could always try and play off that you are the champion of theirs.
Yeah,
Be like, Atala, please
Snow can
forgive me.
Exactly.
The way I had it in my head, I realized there's a number of different plot threads leading us along. And there is a main one that I have in mind, and suddenly I'm like, oh, the way that we've shared information, there's a number of other things that are far more in the forefront, which are still, I think, moving you in the right direction of where I'd like you to be. But I know I'm going to have to either point a couple things out more clearly, or I think I'm pretty confident it's going to pop up again based on some of your interests.
So, sorry, I just noticed something, and I don't know if I'm just like never noticed this before. This is a new feature. Did you guys see that there's party inventory now?
Yeah, it's my
What?
thing.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
everything in the bag of holding.
That's because I put
Nice.
it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not actually everything, but it is everything that belongs to the party. Snow has some of his own stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the stuff that's just sort of that I'm keeping for y'all, or that's just random stuff we've picked up here and there. I put in there so that everyone can see it.
Where?
Go to
I
inventory.
found it.
Because I thought it was weird when I was looking at attunements. It was just like, party items that you can attune will display here. And I was like, well, that's a weird message.
Party, let's go, party.
Mhm.
I'm sorry
That's
that
hilarious.
yeah, moving
No.
on.
You good?
Wait,
Well, I-
Ziva's hand in the back of the holding.
It's been in there this whole time.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Still got a water skin of blood in there too.
I love that. I love that for you.
Oh
It's
my
not a D&D
gosh.
party if someone doesn't have some bones in their bags.
Exactly.
And
True.
blood. Water
You
skin
gotta
blood.
have just the weirdest things in your bag of holding, otherwise you're
I'm
not
ex-
trying to
I'm
do
excited.
anything.
Yeah, I'm excited for what you guys ended up collecting over the course of this. So then I will ask, so I know there's a number of places that you guys want to see. What would your first stop be? Would it be over to Dronfeld? Would it be to find Vivia? Would it be Eustrom? Like you're just going
I
straight
think
up?
Vivia would be
I think,
first.
yeah,
like,
'cause
sort of
Vivia's
tie
Yeah,
that
closest.
up.
cadence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if
Sort of
we
wrap
go
up
to
that first if we can.
Dranfeld, we'd have to go by foot anyway, I believe, because we don't have a circle to get there.
Yeah.
Well, not maybe necessarily strictly by foot, but I mean, we'll have to go there by normal means.
By Buttercup.
Yeah. If they'll let
Turn into a
us.
dinosaur and
Yeah, we
fly
can
She'll
just,
get us there.
we could just steal Buttercup.
I am on board with that.
That would be
I'm sure
fun.
somebody can help who knows what you guys have actually accomplished, potentially get you guys a Buttercup.
I mean, if Buttercup went missing, they would
Potentially.
probably just write Buttercup as a death from the attack. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
From the prank.
Yeah.
From the
From
prank.
the prank. From the
Yeah.
prank.
Yeah.
For sure.
They'd probably
Yeah.
just
Very
make it look
easy
like
to
she
get
never
Buttercup.
existed in the first place.
When you're in power that high up, you can do a lot of things.
Never trust a big king.
Don't trust Big
Mhm.
Big
But
Royal.
yeah, I think
no
Vivia would
good.
be our first, and then probably working our way up to Drenfeld, Ustrom, and further. Sort of
Mhm.
picking up plots that we know
Yeah.
that are going on in those places along the way.
Okay.
Yes.
That's very helpful for me. That's what I figured. Because again, so insight not just to DM door, but to me, ideas that I'm very attached to tend to just sit. And it's not that I'm ignoring other things. It's just that one idea I'm really attached to is just like blaring like a siren. So I know in my head where it is headed inevitably. But if that's all I think about and I don't get your input here of like, hey, what's actually on your minds? That's where I've noticed for me a disconnect is I'm planning over here because I know where I'd like it to go versus you all have these other things on your mind. So if I end up asking more questions that are more specific, like, hey, what are you thinking in this moment? That is for me to know to help move things along in a way that makes sense. So it's not like, oh, you didn't prepare anything for this, but we were very clearly going here. It wasn't clear to me because I didn't see it.
And that
My
can be
bad.
hard. It can be hard to know what the party is thinking or what seems important to the party versus what
Yeah.
the DM's plan or mind actually is on.
Yeah.
Because those paths, sometimes they're in sync, and those are glorious moments when they're in sync. But very often they're like going this way and that way and this way and that way, and then they get back to the plots.
That way.
We're gonna go that way.
Yeah.
That way.
Which I'm totally down for. There's 1,000 different DM tricks for anyone who ever wants to try being a DM themselves. There's a gajillion different ways to go about it, none of which are wrong, so long as you are telling a fun story and your players are enjoying it and you're enjoying it. Like that's the key. That's it. So you just have to figure out what works with you and your table is all. What I'm probably going to do is more straightforward, just kind of ask what's on your mind if I feel like I've lost your plot somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like those are probably the main destinations that are on our minds as far as us as players leaving Act 1, going into Act 2. And then obviously there's more stops or something like that along the way, then we'll adjust them as they arise. But there's also like a little bit of like a time limit in Beau's mind because of the fact that we know something is approaching over there. So we have a little bit of a time constraint. So hopefully Drenfell will have the whole teleportation hookup that we want for Ustrom instead of going all the way across the continent or whatever, because I think that it's pretty far north if I recall comparatively.
But also over the course of this break, the map will be slightly adjusting, so it's not quite the catastrophe of a gigantic map. It's going to be a little bit more reasonably sized, which does make sense. It's not just like, oh, GM is scrambling. It actually makes sense for what I have in mind for the world anyway. If you hadn't heard, by the way, this entire game is based on the rock album Razia Shadow. There is by Forgive Durden, yes.
You missed out that part.
I was abbreviating. Thank you for the completion. So our entire plot takes place in the middle of the album, essentially. There is a song called the 1 minute, 100 year
interlude.
intermission or whatever. And
is it yeah, maybe.
I think it's intermission. I called it interlude to avoid terrible copyrights that are still totally gonna happen. But our entire story takes place in that chunk. I just extended the time a little bit, so it's not 100 years. It's like 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
1,000-year interlude. So I lost my train of thought there, but you should listen to the album. It's really good. And so the world really isn't all that old, right? The world itself, now as we know it, is not that old. So it makes sense. It could make sense that it's not that stretched out. Is how I've justified it. So we'll have some adjustment there, and y'all will know. I know. But you'll get a pretty new map too. So.
Something that I do think will be interesting, if we do go to Drenfeld and if we do follow up on Beau's, not contact, but the person that he knows, is we will have potentially a bathhouse episode.
Oh boy.
I worked with Brad to figure out the location. I was trying to figure out like professions of it, and we landed on that.
Did we land on
Yeah.
that? Or was I just like,
No, I was just like, no, we landed on it. We were going back and forth on things. Cause we started the conversation after Deadlands, and there was the brothel in Deadlands, and I was just like, oh, and then we switched from brothel to a bathhouse. So,
Brenna, what are these campaigns getting up to?
You know, it's the good, the true, and the beautiful with all of its teeth and innuendos apparently. Because that's how we
Deadlands
do.
is like catacombs at night.
I'm very excited to get that game in front of you guys. It's been a freaking blast.
From what I've heard, it's going to be incredible to watch.
Oh goodness gracious. Super excited about that. Yeah, we have a lot of
PG-13 show.
we don't have any kids in our Discord server. Let's just let that be your baseline. And that's where we are.
Razia has already gotten into PG-13 just with like the violence and the like
Oh, yeah.
really horrible descriptions of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been fun. There's a moment that did not get touched upon. And I'm just debating whether or not it would come up again. But I'll just say Nina. We haven't checked in on Nina. that's all.
Wait, which one's Nina?
Who's Nina?
Nina was one
Nina's
of the
the-
barmaids that came to help.
She
came to the
one-
house.
Yeah, Beau put her
One
to
that you
sleep.
left
With
with
the
Nora.
thing in her back?
Yeah.
The ruby in her back?
Mhm.
Okay.
The one
Oh,
that
yeah.
you left with Nora, and the next thing you guys come back to is Nora's home is destroyed. Seemingly on purpose. I don't know. I'm just
Is
saying
Nina dead?
we don't know where Nina is. That's all. I'm just
Nora should have said
We don't
something.
know where she is. Do we care where she is?
do you? If not,
care.
like if not, that's just gonna be my personal little
I mean,
fun
I know. I mean,
dream.
if I'm talking from like Beau's perspective, he doesn't care.
No, I don't think Beau cares.
No,
I recall
and both
distinctly-
care.
I recall distinctly, I think Josh was saying like if Nora didn't keep Nina safe, he was gonna be like disappointed in
Oh,
Nora.
yeah.
Oh, more than
I remember that. Like super unhappy with her. But it didn't come back around and I was like, okay, no, that's fine. And it's totally fine. For various reasons it didn't come back around. That's just one of those plot points where I'm just like, if you guys found out what happened there.
Oh, jeez.
Should have had
Hype.
Snow ask. I did not think about it.
That's totally
Oh.
okay. This is not a jab at all, mind you. It is one of those like those little things that sit with the DM and like I'm smiling about it. Cuz the world moves on and I forgot that I didn't forget that the presents existed, the gifts existed. But I was really glad that you remembered that the gifts were there.
I've had it in because I have a little like to-do list for every session, and it's been like copied over from session to session because I just have not I either had a chance or remembered the few times we did meet up with Nora. Kind of a lot of things have been going on.
It's a lot
So
going
as soon as we
on.
leave, you're like, oh, I should have given her the thing. Oh well, next time.
Yeah.
Hope she's still
Next
alive.
time. Hope she
Hope
lives.
she's still
Hope we
alive.
live. Hope she lives.
Honestly fair.
For all
Honestly
alive
fair.
by the end of this, she gets a little doll.
She gets a doll and a wood carving of a kitchen knife.
A wood knife.
That apparently pisses her off.
Yeah. Pisses her off. Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
Brad, before I forget, if you do ever look at Beau's inventory and you're wondering what's this stuff that he has
Making a
inside a
note.
quiver,
Look at
those
Beau's
are
inventory.
those are all things that he had his book eat. So it's just my way of tracking what his book has eaten. If you look down, you're just like, why are all these things in a quiver? That's where it is.
These are all things my pet book ate today.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Insatiable tome. I've been trying to think of a name for it.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, I had
Beau
a
has
name
the
for
book
it.
Can't
from
wait to
Harry
have a
Potter
friend.
that eats everything. That monster book.
No,
Oh,
I
goodness.
think I did come up with a name and I forgot it now. So I had to come back up with it again.
Well, when you remember it, put in parentheses around the quiver. So you don't forget.
I have a question, if I'm allowed to ask a question.
Absolutely.
Okay.
End the call.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out.
No, you can't. Bye. Did the rubies that we like killed before, had we not done that, would there have been a difference in the boss fight with Rosita? And if so, what would that difference have been? That's just been something I've been wondering. And if you don't want to answer, tell us that's fine.
No. It's totally fine. It's just one of those things that I had an idea for, and it ended up less coordinated than I wanted it to be. The overall intention was you didn't fight the rubies, she was going to be a more difficult fight. Whether she had additional strength, whether she had additional abilities, having fought them, and in some instances just straight up like destroyed that crystal, like the individual ruby, that affected what abilities she could kind of steal from her rubies. So like not all of them were active. Of abilities that she could use, as far as like, I think there were legendary actions, like she had additional ones, just because she's still like evil magic rubies, right? But some of them she did not have access to, and she did not have additional just her own individual actions of her own. She did not have.
Gotcha.
Those.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that, like, again, when this is like a proper, like, written out very clearly, that will be better defined for sure.
Gotcha.
Especially having played through it.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. Any other?
What place do
any other
you
thoughts?
want us to go to?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I want you guys straight shotting it to Ophidia. I totally want you guys going straight to Fendella.
Okay, guys, I know what we're doing today.
Get me
Go to
a
Vanilla.
teleportation sizzle.
Everybody's struggling here still. Bye. Do it yourself.
Hope you find
Livia?
Livia.
Oh well.
No, I want you to wind up there for sure. And which is why I was glad. Shockingly, you guys did pick up on the chain to get you where I intend to go. So it worked out very nicely. Vivia's brief and painful sounding messages, that was on purpose. That one was not actually like, oh, you know what would be cool? Like, that was on purpose.
A child dying.
Listen, y'all thought I have distinct memory of a conversation with the Deadlands crew where they're like, don't mean any offense by this, Brenna or Bren, but I don't think you're the kind of person who would do such or whatever involving children. And I was like,
well, I mean, for me, it depends
don't
on
you force my
how.
hands.
For me, it depends on how the child dies, not necessarily
Sure.
just dead kids.
Sure.
Anybody
Sure.
can throw dead kids in a story.
Sure. And she's clearly
That
at
story
least
has plenty of them.
Yeah, we already have dead children in the story, and
Yeah.
sadly.
To give you the number of dead kids he's buried.
There's a city's worth. So, but in this instance, you've spoken to Vivi already, so you at least know, as far as your last communication, she's not dead,
Yeah.
but definitely injured and or scared and or lost or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited and knowing that very specifically, that gives me a really good like jumping point of how to start filling that in to like make it a proper, not railroading, but makes sense. One leads to the next.
What
A
direction?
story and not an anecdote with conflict. Any other thoughts, questions, anything from y'all that I could take away from this and with my brain fresh off the game? Sweet.
I personally am very much looking forward to seeing from a mechanic perspective how everything works. I want to see all of that come together into sourcebook material and just see like how it runs from because it's a totally different experience from the player perspective to the DM perspective. So I very much want to see the rules on the dark and just all of the lore that you've given us over the last nearly 3 years.
Golly. Yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. I'm very excited for that. a question had popped into my head and then it immediately escaped me, and I hate that. More questions. What was I saying? If I think of it, I'll message you guys in the Discord. Cool. This has been
Was it
super
something
awesome.
to do with like the dark? Because that was the last thing that Josh
Um,
mentioned.
No, it was from before he had asked, before he had made the statement, and I just didn't get to writing it down quickly enough. So that's my bad. But yeah, this has been really, really awesome. I'm super excited to keep playing. We'll figure out when we get back, what days work, because I know holidays are coming up. Holidays are coming up! Yay! I'm so excited. We're like less than 90 days to Christmas. But we will figure that out, and by the time we get back, we'll be rocking and rolling, and some characters looking all so. Oh, I did want to ask you guys, and I guess you'll message me, but I was going to ask you very specifically, what kind of clothing item would you have told Perula to pass along to her niece, so that we have that known. Originally, I was saying in the break, I was just going to guess. Like, not guess, but like, I was going to surprise you with something. And I'm like, Brenna, you don't need to do that. You can just ask them, what would they like? And then you know that they're happy with it. So, yeah, whatever clothing item or accessory or something that your character would like, we're gonna get that to you. So, awesome. Cool.
Thanks for telling the story for us, Brenna.
Thank you for playing in the story, guys. This has been a trip, and I am honest. I said it 1,000 times, and I'll keep saying it. I'm very, very grateful for your patience and for working with me as I figure out my DM style. Because it has been a trip. So for the folks at home, one more time, let me find it. It's here. There it is. Thank you from all of us here at Tales from the Catacombs. Catch up and recapture your favorite moments, because you now have a complete sit-down binge session awaiting you by subscribing to the channel. We appreciate you journeying with us to bring clean content. I'm not going to say wholesome anymore, but clean content to the little tabletop RPGs. Or maybe it's the other way around.
Waves.
Wholesome but not clean? I don't know.
What's that one lady's? Man, I already forgot her name. But waving the one severed hand that we have in a bag. Wholesome.
Ziva's hand.
Oh,
Ziva's hand. Wholesome.
No. Guys, I miss Ziva. She was a good egg. She didn't deserve what she got. She didn't deserve what she got. Also, make sure that you follow us or you join us over in the Discord for the continued conversation. It will be going, I'm sure, because this is very exciting that we made it here. Lots to talk about, lots of thinking to do. And you can also follow us over on Twitch. I have a kind of behind the scenes sit down planning. There's going to be one-shots that are played specifically on Twitch. They might be co-streamed, but we'll see. And some stuff that will be Twitch specific, so you can follow us over there too. And a particularly huge thanks to my players, whose links are in the description below. They are marvelous. Please take a moment to follow these tremendous people and their exciting endeavors, and get to see their kindness for yourself. David, who plays Beau, Catherine, who plays Ste'yn, Kassie, who plays Viola, and Josh, who plays Snow. I am Brenna. I am your storyteller for this adventure, and we will see you back here next time, further out than I would like, but next time nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, safe travels until we meet again.
Also, there is now the merch link down below too.
Oh, and a merch link! Oh,
I
no!
only just recently added it, so
if you would like to get your own mugs from the Catacombs, your own merch in the Catacombs, you can go around telling people you killed a dragon and got this sick loot from it.
We definitely need that.
That for us.
Yeah.
We
Could you
need.
imagine a
Oh,
mug
you know what we
dragon?
should do? We should get like a group of our characters and then just above them a collective speech bubble. We killed a dragon.
We killed a dragon.
We got some artists in the Discord who could do that.
No?
We can do that. we've got an artist that we know who is a good friend of David's, and he did this. This is his work. So mind you, this is his work. Make sure you're following. We'll have to put is his link in there too? Kevin's?
I believe.
Fantastic. Kev Burrell. He's our artist. He's amazing. And he's a friend, and it's always nice to support friends. So you can go follow the link. That hurt more than it should have. Grab your own merch. Grab your own mugs, like I'm using. Winter is approaching, so you can
Winter
get
is
your
coming.
own hoodie. I wasn't gonna say it. And have yourself prepared and cozy, and remember us on the break. You'll have your mug and merch to remember us. And now, safe travels until we meet again.